McDonald's is a very special place to our customers. Many of them, whether they are young kids, new parents, or retirees, have fond memories of McDonald's and regard their neighborhood McDonald's as a trusted friend. That's why when something does go wrong, our customers feel like McDonald's has personally let them down, and they expect the very best from us in solving the problem for them. A difficult situation with a customer can be a true test of our relationship with that customer. If we are able to resolve the situation to their satisfaction, then we will have built an even stronger loyalty with that customer and at the same time enhance McDonald's reputation in that community. If we don't, then we might risk losing that customer and the many other potential customers they might tell about an unpleasant experience at McDonald's. The situation can become complicated and very costly if the customer chooses to complain. Many of these occurrences can be avoided if we only take the time and make a special effort to show we care. Now we'd like to show you 3 scenarios that could occur on an average day in any one of our restaurants. Many of you have probably already experienced some of these situations yourselves. You'll see how these people handle the situation and will offer suggestions on how they could improve. Think about how you handle each situation and remember that at McDonald's, our goal is always 100% customer satisfaction.
Jessica, some lady just wiped out on the lobby. Jess, some lady just wiped out on the lobby floor, was being mopped.
Can't you see I'm all busy?
Yeah, but she's hurt. She's lying on the ground, Jess. You better come quick.
Go and tell her I will be right there.
Our restaurants are very busy places. It always seems like there are 100 things to do all at once. But put yourself in this customer's place. If you had fallen in a restaurant, particularly in a McDonald's restaurant, wouldn't you expect someone to give you a helping hand? Let's see how the manager can impress this customer with her concern and turn a negative experience into a positive one.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I think I'm okay.
Here, can I help you out? Don't tell Jessica the customer's still in the lobby, okay?
Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica Morton, the manager. I'm really sorry about this. I'm trained in first aid. Is there anything I can help you with?
I think I'm fine. It's just
I am really sorry about this. Oh, you've got pop spilled all over your clothes. Why don't you let me take care of your dry cleaning for you?
that would be really nice.
My pleasure. Once you have it dry cleaned, just bring the invoice back to me and we'd be happy to take care of it for you. Here's my business card.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
By responding quickly to the situation in a kind manner, and by treating this customer like a member of her own family, this manager showed her customer that she cared about her.
Excuse me, can someone please help me? My granddaughter's fallen and hurt herself.
McDonald's is a happy place, well loved by children and their parents. It is often the children's love of McDonald's that keeps bringing families back. And as we all know, accidents can sometimes happen with active little children. If we can give our customers assistance when accidents happen, we'll make them feel at home at McDonald's and they'll feel confident about coming back again.
Hi, little gal, are you hurt? Yeah. Is she okay? Is there anything I can do?
Oh, she's cut herself.
Can I get you a Band-Aid?
Thank you, thank you. Let Bubba see. Yeah.
Jessica, the little girl was running and slipped. We need a Band-Aid.
Is it a bad cut?
No, it's not bad. It's just a scrape.
Thanks, Rob. Just a second. Okay, let's go. Hi, I'm Jessica Morton, the manager. I'm trained in first aid. Will this bandage help? Yeah. Is she okay?
thank you. She's feeling better already now that the Band-Aid is on.
Can I take her to the counter and get her a cone?
Oh, yes, thank you.
By assisting the child's guardian and helping to make the child feel better, we have handled the situation in a caring manner, as if they were members of our own family. Now let's watch one more situation.
Excuse me.
What's up?
Look at this. I broke my tooth on something in my quarter pounder. What are you gonna do about it?
Hey, Jessica. I got a guy here who's got a problem with his burger.
Yeah, well, hang on. I gotta finish wrapping these mats.
What's the matter with her? What are you gonna do about this?
I can get you another quarter pounder.
This is a great opportunity to really show this customer that we care about them. It only takes a few seconds longer to make a difference. Remember, the customer is hearing how you respond to their crisis.
What are you gonna do about this?
I'm really sorry to hear about that. If you just give me a minute, I'll go get my manager. Hey, Jessica. I got a guy here who's got a problem with his burger.
I'm on my way. Hi, I'm Jessica Morton, the manager. How can I help you?
I broke my tooth when I bit into this quarter pounder. I think there's something hard in it.
I'm sorry to hear about this.
Would you like to pay for my dentist?
Again, I am really sorry about this. I can understand your situation. Look, I'll need to get our insurance company involved. To do that, I will need to get some information from you. Just let me come around and we'll take a seat. I just want to assure you that we work very closely with our suppliers to ensure very high quality standards. I'd like to forward the object to our quality assurance department to ensure that all of their quality controls are in place, including those of the supplier.
Not all customers will agree to give us the foreign object they found, and we should respect their decision. We can, however, reassure them just how important they are to us, as well as just how important it is to us that our quality assurance department has the opportunity to review all of our quality controls, including those of the supplier, using the foreign object as an example. Our customers are our business. We want our customers to leave McDonald's remembering a great experience. That's what will keep them coming back. If something goes wrong in your restaurant, just remember a few simple guidelines. Stay calm and take control of the situation. Treat the customer with the same care and concern you'd give a member of your own family. And above all, smile and show them your restaurant's commitment to 100% customer satisfaction.
You know, it felt good to be able to help someone. At first, I was nervous. I wasn't sure what to do. But by asking how I could help and letting him know I was interested, he knew I was on his side.
Yeah, you're right. I felt good. And the customer was really happy that we were able to help. It was a good day.
Yes, it was.
Hi, how you doing? Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please? I'd like that.
Pretend that you're a McDonald's customer. Would you rather be served by her or by him?
Good morning. How are you doing today? Great, thanks. Great. What can I get for you today? I'd like to.
There's a difference between good service and great service. Just take the greeting. If you're a customer, that first impression tells you a lot about the service you're about to get.
To be satisfied in this day and age, service. Service has to be it. If you receive good service, you remember it. If you receive bad service, you remember it even more. So when I'm getting good service, it's a pleasant experience, and you end the day up with a smile. When you get the bad service, it's like, I'm never going back there again.
We have a job, so I feel good when I'm helping someone else because it makes you feel good during the whole day that you made somebody smile that day, or maybe you made them happy, and they go away with a better feeling, and you go away yourself with a better feeling.
I always look for a smile in a person that's greeting me. I look for the appearance too.
Mostly people come in and look for that kindness, that good morning, can I help you?
Service is a big reason many people choose McDonald's. You already know all kinds of ways to deliver good service at the front counter and in the drive-thru. But delivering great service can really impress your customers. If someone's in a hurry, that means taking the order accurately and delivering the food hot and fast. But your very next customer might want something more. A little extra help, a special request, a friendly hello, maybe just a smile. For instance, why is it so important that you look your best, neat and clean? Isn't that the way you'd want someone to look if they were serving food to you? And that's really the key to great service, the ability to think like a customer. Let's think like customers. Let's say that I stop at my local McDonald's every day on my way to work and I order the same thing. I've seen this same crew person a number of times.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'll have a large coffee, please.
Large coffee? Would you like cream or sugar with that?
I usually take it with 2 creams and 1 equal, please.
2 creams, 1 equal. That'll be 84 cents.
Good service. But you have a great service opportunity when you recognize a regular customer.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Just fine, thanks.
What's your usual? Large coffee, 2 creams, 1 equal?
Sure, that'll be fine, thanks.
84 cents. By the way, my name is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. It's nice to meet you. My name is Adrian.
Adrian, how is it out there?
I think it's warming up a little bit.
Oh, great. I was hoping to get on my bike later on today.
From what I hear, you'll be able to do just that.
Here's your coffee. That'll be 84 cents.
You know, those Danish are looking pretty good. I think I'll have one of those, too.
All right.
They want to be recognized.
Well, I come every morning to get a sausage McMuffin. And most of the people that work here in the mornings, they know me. Hi, how you doing? How are the kids? You know, they're pretty friendly, nice people. So McDonald's seems to be a great place to come, you know, get your food or whatever. So it's nice.
What really makes some of the customers happy around here is remembering what their orders are, because a lot of people get the same things day after day. And like once they come in, you see them, you say, hi, you got your order ready, or the usual. Just that makes customers pretty happy around here.
When I go to McDonald's and I get my coffee and my paper and I'm receiving a smile and just a little bit of conversation, it sets the stage for the rest of the day.
Regular customers in the drive-thru are harder to recognize. You have to listen for their voices. But sometimes there are other clues.
Good morning. May I take your order, please?
Yeah, I'll have a large coffee, 2 creams, 1 equal.
Adrian, is that you?
Daniel?
Yeah. You in a hurry today?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be 84 cents. Drive on around, and I'll see you here.
Thanks a lot.
You have to offer the drive-thru customers the same service that you would offer counter customers. You have to be very pleasant when you take their orders. You have to give them the impression that you are glad that they're choosing your drive-thru as opposed to somebody else's drive-thru.
Be alert for the next customer.
We like the people here, and we like the food and the service.
Whether they're coming to the front counter or the drive-thru. We have a lot of competition, and one thing that I think McDonald's does better than most of our competitors is provide really outstanding service to our customers. So we really try in my restaurant to provide, particularly at the drive-thru, if we're talking over a speaker or presenting out the window, to really give a lot of extra personality in that, because our food is great, our cleanliness is great, but where we really, really shine is where we provide that outstanding service to the customer. Oftentimes we only have a few seconds face-to-face contact with our customer, so if we can make those few seconds a really outstanding experience, I think we really have the edge on our competition.
Thanks for coming in today.
You don't always have to be with the customer to deliver great service. Keep your eyes and ears open for hidden service opportunities. For instance, the front counter may be quiet, but what about the drive-thru? Drive-thru customers are usually in a hurry. If they keep moving and get their food fast, you'll exceed their expectations. Make them want to come back again. Because this crew is so great at backing each other up, they become a much more effective service team.
It gets to the point where you feel as though if they're not there, that you're not going to be able to do your job as well as you can. even if you give 100%?
Everyone works together, satisfying customers.
Teamwork is pretty fun, actually, because everybody's like, we're doing our own work at certain times, but at other times other people need help, so we all join in, help them out, see what we could do for them.
Keeping customers happy, them getting their food faster, makes them come back.
Here's another way teamwork can impress the customer.
Sprite and one with an orange, and we have one extra value meal, number 2 with a Diet Coke. That's
The great service opportunity would be obvious in this situation if the restaurant weren't busy. But what about during a lunch rush? Even with other customers waiting, there's always a way to help someone who needs assistance.
Ma'am, it looks like you have your hands full. Why don't you and the kids have a seat at the table, and we'll bring this right out to you.
Thanks, that'd be great. We'd really appreciate that.
Our pleasure. Tanya, could you carry out this order for me?
Be happy to.
Great.
All it takes is teamwork.
Thank you.
But even though you try your best to provide great service, you may still get some complaints.
Excuse me, these fries are cold.
Oh. Okay, hold on just a minute.
And that was good in some respects. She solved the problem right away by herself without calling for the manager. But did you notice that the crew person never apologized? It didn't take that extra moment to emphasize to the customer that even though we made a mistake, we still value and want to keep their business. What's important is being able to turn a negative situation into a positive experience for the customer. We're all human and we're gonna make mistakes.
Excuse me, these fries are cold.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, ma'am. I'll replace them for you right away. There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us know.
Oh, you're welcome.
Was everything else all right?
Yeah, the cheeseburger was fine. It was just the fries.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi.
Happy customers mean repeat customers. Repeat customers mean money.
The more people we have coming in this store, the better off I am securing my job.
Yes, you're going to have terrible customers. Yes, you're going to have people that come in and with an attitude, or just hurry up and give it to me, and why wasn't it here when I was waiting? All it takes is a smile to disarm that person and make them think that, hey, I'm doing my best, and really you are important. And I think that's what it means. Make the people feel important.
Most of our customers actually don't take the time to complain, so when we're face to face with an unhappy customer, we have to recognize this as a great opportunity. Customers who complain are really very valuable customers because they're giving us a second chance to do a better job.
Well, keeping the customer happy makes me happy.
But sometimes a complaint can be very difficult to handle.
Hi, how are you doing today, sir? May I help you?
I don't know. What happened to the Big Mac I ordered? I got back to my office and it wasn't in the bag.
I'm very sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Would you like me to replace your order, or would you like a complimentary dessert?
I just want the sandwich I paid for.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm on my lunch break. I don't have time for this. This is the third time this has happened to me in this. What is the matter with you people?
Again, I'm very sorry. Here's your Big Mac, sir. Would you like to talk to my manager?
Forget it.
Hey, Daniel. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I caught the tail end of that. You handled it well.
Yeah, great.
No, I mean it. That was a no-win situation. That guy was looking to let off some steam, and you just happened to be in the way.
Yeah, part of me really wanted to give it back to him.
I know how you feel. It's happened to me, too. But you can't let people like that get to you. You can't take it personally. Losing control and arguing back would only have made things worse.
Yeah.
If they're not satisfied, if they're not happy, they're not going to come back.
They may be grouchy, they may be having a bad day, and maybe they won't be so patient with you.
But just keep your cool. Try to serve them the best way you can. Still serve them with a smile.
When a customer is not having a great day, we can do our best to smile at that customer and do our best to try to turn that around, and maybe in addition to giving them a great meal, maybe making them feel a little bit better about how their day is going.
It all comes back to thinking like a customer. That's the way to make your good service great. And it's worth it, because every time you satisfy a customer, it makes you feel great.
It makes me feel that I know I did my job right and that I got everything for them completely satisfied, knowing that I had a smile on my face, showing them how good I can be. It makes me feel real proud.
more than a word. It's an attitude you bring to your job every day. And safety's built into every procedure you'll learn at McDonald's. So basically, if you do your job the right way, you'll do your job the safe way. But it's worth considering a few reminders, because the potential for accidents is always there. Accidents, like slips and falls, burns, fires, and injuries from lifting, can be prevented. All you have to do is follow the tips you'll hear about as we go on. You'll also learn where to find information that will help you safely use the many cleaning solutions and chemicals found in the restaurant. Best of all, you'll learn about this from some outstanding safety experts. Starting with Chris.
Excuse me, sir. Be careful. The floor's damp.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Have a nice day. The thing is, people drop things on the floor. Food, ice, so you're always cleaning up. But even the cleaning up, like you saw, can cause some big problems. The biggest problem, and this really surprised me, is shiny floors. Most people think shiny floors are a good thing, but not in our restaurants. If the floors are shiny, it's because they're greasy. Floors should look dull, no shine, and no slip. So I wash the floors using the McD floor care system in every mop bucket. Not McD all-purpose cleaner, and not with water alone. With the McD floor care system, you don't need to rinse or use a second mop. Your manager or crew trainer will show you all the steps. And I always use a caution sign and keep an eye out for customer traffic. Also, make sure you never walk away from your cleaning materials. I'm also especially careful cleaning the floor near the grills and fryers. I never leave anything in the aisles that could cause someone to trip or fall. When you help on cleanup, you see a lot of things. You might see a pothole in the parking lot or a crack in the sidewalk. These can cause accidents, so let a manager know about them. When it's cold outside, watch for snow and ice. Snow and ice buildups on the roof should be removed when you see them. Use ice melt to keep the walkways clear. And finally, the right type of shoes will prevent you from having slip and fall accidents. You need shoes with non-skid soles. Tennis shoes, gym shoes, and sneakers can increase your chance of accidents. So keep your eyes open and follow these no-slip, no-fall tips from Chris, and you can't miss.
Burns can happen if you're not careful. You've got to keep an eye out for yourself and the other people you're working with. In the grill and fryer areas, there are lots of places to use caution. Even though you're having fun, you need to be thinking. Make sure you always use the right utensils and put them back in the proper place. When cleaning the grill, use the squeegee across the back of the grill so you don't touch the top platen and burn your hand. The bun spatula should always be put back in its proper place. Be sure to use the proper utensils when removing product from the holding cabinets. And be careful around all equipment procedures that involve steam. Steam will burn very quickly and severely. When dropping product in the vats, be careful not to splatter the hot shortening. This could cause burns on your hands and arms. Also, never allow water to get in the vats. And when you're taking the basket out, make sure you drain it for about 10 seconds. You don't want to spill any shortening on yourself or the floor when transferring it. Of course, when you're filtering the shortening, you've got to wear the right safety equipment. That's the special face mask, coated apron, and safety gloves. So to avoid burns, just remember these burn-free tips from Tanya. If it's hot, stay cool, think twice, and be safe.
Hey, Chris, what's the problem? You can't carry 3 boxes?
Hey, 2's it for me. There's always some lifting and reaching in our jobs, and what works for one person, like how much they can carry without hurting themselves, may not work for someone else. So you've got to think for yourself. There's a wrong way to do it and a right way. Here's the right way. Always lift with your legs, not your back. Bend your legs, then pick up the load. Lift with your legs bent. Don't twist or straighten your legs out all the way. Keep the load close to your body. And then only lift what you can carry easily and safely. Make sure you can see above whatever you're carrying. Besides lifting, you'll also be reaching. Be careful not to overreach. Use a step stool when things are out of reach, And when you reach, don't twist your back. In the grill and fryer areas, make sure you can see what you're reaching over. There are a lot of hot surfaces in this area. To avoid injuries, the main thing is knowing what's right for you and doing it.
Fires happen when we're careless, so take the time to care. In order to prevent fires, you should be aware of and watch for certain things, like greasy filters. Grill filters should look clean and not greasy. Your manager will show you how to take care of them. Also, when filtering the fryers, make sure they're turned off. Otherwise, they can catch on fire. As a safety precaution, make sure you know how to use the fire extinguishers. The Class BC extinguisher is used in the grill area. The Class ABC extinguisher is used in the drive-thru, dining room, and storage areas. Make sure all the extinguishers are in working condition. You can tell if they're properly charged by looking at the gauge. Here's how they work. Stand away from the fire about 5 to 10 feet. Pull the safety pin. As in this demonstration, squeeze the handle and sweep back and forth until the fire is extinguished. Aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. If it's in the fry vat, don't aim directly at the shortening. The Ansel system is the automatic extinguisher over the grill and fryer area. Make sure you also know how to use this system. When needed, pull the handle located at the side of the grill or fryers, and the system automatically releases. Let your manager know if you notice any fire hazards, like a gas odor. That could mean there's a leak, a frayed electrical cord, or a hot or broken electrical box. We've covered the tools for putting out fires, but your best safety tool is your own eyes. Because when you care, you're careful, and that makes us all safe.
In addition to the safety tips you've just learned, it's my special responsibility to tell you about some of the chemicals found in the restaurant and how to safely use them. These chemicals are always stored away from paper and food products. In most cases, these chemical cleaning solutions are no stronger or more toxic than those used in your own home. But some of the chemicals are considered hazardous under federal or state government regulations. Even some home detergents are often considered to be hazardous chemicals. The fact is, McDonald's approved operating supplies are completely safe when used according to the manufacturer's instructions. So the way to avoid accidents with chemicals is to know how to use them. Under federal regulations, the Hazardous Communication Standard requires that all hazardous chemicals be labeled. All chemicals used in McDonald's restaurants have labels that tell you where to use them, why it is considered hazardous, how to handle them safely, and what to do if something goes wrong. For example, if you spill or inhale the chemical. Secondary containers, like spray bottles, must also be labeled. Look for the name of the solution, any hazardous warnings, the mixing instructions, and information about first aid. It's important not to buy supplies at local stores because they may not have the labels required by law. This law protects you. It's your right to know about all hazardous chemicals used in your restaurant, so feel free to ask your manager for more information about any cleaning supplies. In fact, your manager has a written hazardous communication standard program. You should know where this written program is located. It contains material safety data sheets called MSDS. You have a right to see these safety information sheets at any time. Just ask your manager. This is a typical MSDS. This one is for McD all-purpose concentrate. It lists the manufacturer's name, address, and phone number so you can call for more information if needed. The product ingredients, the physical and chemical characteristics, fire and explosion hazard warnings, reactivity data, which means information about what happens if the solution is mixed with other chemicals, health hazard data, precautions for safe handling and use, and special protection information. Well, that's an overview of what you need to know and what you have a right to know. If you see any hazardous conditions or have any questions about safety, talk to your restaurant manager or bring your ideas to the Restaurant Safety Committee. Chris and Tanya are safety experts because they follow McDonald's procedures and they care about their own safety and the safety of everyone else in the restaurant. That's what it takes to avoid slips and falls, burns, injuries from lifting, fires, and problems with chemicals. It takes you, because safety is your job. And when you do it right, safety is no accident.
In your restaurant, there is a Restaurant Joint Health and Safety Committee. The committee ensures that everyone in the workplace shares the responsibility for health and safety. The committee is comprised of members from both management and crew to ensure a cooperative effort. These are the functions of the committee. Identify situations that may be a source of danger or hazard to employees. Make recommendations to the management team and employees for the improvement of health and safety. Recommend to the management team and employees the establishment, maintenance, and monitoring of programs and procedures having to do with health or safety. Obtain information from the management team to identify potential or existing hazards of materials, equipment, and processes. Obtain information from the management team about health and safety work practices and standards in similar industries about which they may have knowledge, and to ensure compliance with the Occupational Health and Safety Act. On a monthly basis, a member of the committee will complete a restaurant safety report. This report is posted in the restaurant with an action plan completed by management to correct any noted problems. All members of the committee meet once every 3 months for a quarterly meeting, where they will discuss health and safety concerns, review the previous 3 months' restaurant safety reports, and discuss their findings. The committee also reviews any accidents that have occurred and discusses and works towards solutions, so the same incidents will not reoccur in the future. If you have any concerns regarding health and safety in the workplace, report them to a member of the safety committee or a member of the management team. You can find a safety committee member list posted in the restaurant. Remember, McDonald's considers preventing accidents and providing a safe work environment to be of vital importance for the well-being of our employees, customers, and guests, as well as for the production efficiency of our operations. Your health and safety are essential to this restaurant, and no task is so important that it can be done in an unsafe manner. The most important part of safety is you, the employee.
What you are about to see is based on a true story. It's about a team of McDonald's managers who are faced with a mysterious problem at their restaurant. A problem that develops slowly, quietly, almost unnoticed, until it finally emerged in the form of lower sales, slipping morale, and customer satisfaction going down instead of up. This program is also about leadership. The skill it takes to find the real problem, look it squarely in the eye, and make the changes needed to solve it, including the most difficult change you as a McDonald's manager will ever have to make: changing yourself. Our story begins on a cool and cloudy afternoon. The lunch rush is just beginning. Business is brisk, but something is wrong. It seems quiet, almost subdued. The restaurant has the atmosphere of a gathering storm. The crew can feel it, and so can the customers.
Well, something's missing around here. The people aren't as friendly as they used to be, and the food isn't always hot.
I remember coming in here and walking straight up to the counter any time of the day. Now it seems you have to wait.
It's hard to put your finger on it, but the service just isn't, personal.
Clearly, something had changed in the last few months, and the problem didn't go unnoticed by the crew.
We used to have more experienced people during rush periods. Now with the new people, I barely have time to breathe.
Someone's on your back lately for every little mistake. And that's why people are quitting. Between you and me, I've been checking out other places. There are other jobs out there.
I don't know what the deal is. Working here is not fun.
When the restaurant manager first noticed that sales were below projection and customer satisfaction wasn't improving, she told her assistants to focus on crew performance. They emphasized QSC and the need to meet standards. They pointed out mistakes and urged everyone to be more friendly. but the improvements were small and didn't last.
It's hard to say exactly what's going on. Things just aren't happening the way they should. Service is okay, but not great. And I keep telling people to smile and be friendly, but it's not working.
Hey, I've been working harder than ever lately. Coming in early, going home late, keeping an eye on new people. Because I'm a manager, they think I'll hang in there.
I don't understand it. It seems like we're busier than ever, but sales and profits are down. We have lost a few good people lately, but we keep hiring new people, and our labor's right on target. It's just hard to find people who are motivated these days.
Hey, Julie, we have a customer complaint at the front counter.
Okay, I'll be right there. You know, it's been 2 years now, and I thought managing was going to get easier. But it seems like I keep fighting the same battles over and over.
Julie and her management team continued to focus on crew performance, but customer satisfaction didn't get any better. Julie became more and more frustrated, and that led to even more problems.
Brian, I asked you to have the safety plan on my desk this morning. You know how important it is.
I know, but Sandy didn't show up last night, so I had to cover the front counter. I didn't have time to finish it.
That's no excuse. When I tell you I want something done, I expect it to be done. Maybe you should have come in early today.
Sorry, I'll finish it right away.
Short tempers, people not showing up for work, more and more stress, clear signs that attempts to solve the problem are not working. So what's the answer? With any problem, the first step is to trace back to the real cause, not just focus on the symptoms. For example, in this case, sales are lower than projected and customers are not satisfied. But the question is, why? Well, service is slower and not as friendly as it should be. But again, what's the reason for that? Primarily, there aren't enough well-trained crew people because several experienced people recently quit. That's an important clue, but the question is, why did these people leave? Are there conflicts with other employees? Are they getting better offers someplace else? Or do they simply feel taken for granted? For Julie and her managers, the root problem remains a mystery. To solve it, two key questions must be answered. One, how did it start? And two, what steps must be taken to turn things around? In the next segment, you'll see what happened at Julie's restaurant, including a revelation that helps the management team come to grips with the real problem. Stop the tape and take a few minutes to develop your own ideas about what or who is causing the manager's mystery. If you had to describe the management style at Julie's restaurant, it would be directive, somewhat distant and by the book. For example, the team's reaction to the problem with sales and customer satisfaction was to remind everyone about meeting standards. Although this approach seemed to be successful in the past, it rarely worked today, especially over the long run. The world is changing. Both employees and customers have different needs and expectations. Crew people want to be treated as individuals. They want a chance to use their brains and abilities on the job, not just perform like robots. They also demand respect and want to be recognized for their efforts. And they won't hesitate to go somewhere else if they feel ignored or taken for granted. Today's customers also are demanding more than ever before. They have high expectations for service and food quality. They want personalized service. That's a key ingredient that keeps people coming back. Since employee attitudes directly affect customer treatment, the way you treat your crew is often the key to improving customer service. In short, better customer care starts with better employee care. And in some cases, learning that lesson can be a bit painful.
Man, do you believe Julie lately? She jumped all over me because I didn't have the safety plan ready this morning.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I mean, we're breaking our backs around here lately trying to meet our goals, and she's worried about when some plan is on her desk.
I know, it's been crazy.
And all I hear is, can you come in early? Can you work a little extra? We've got to hit our profit projections.
Yeah, no wonder we've lost some people.
When performance isn't what it should be, finding the reason can be quite a mystery, especially when you're part of the problem. When faced with the need to increase sales and customer satisfaction, Julie and her management team fell back on an old technique. Get tough and demand better performance. It seemed to work in the past, but it sure wasn't working now. In fact, it was making things worse. The ultimate test of leadership for any manager is the ability to admit weaknesses and take steps to improve your own performance.
I heard Brian and Gina talking a few minutes ago. They seem pretty upset with the way things are going around here. Have they talked to you about it?
No, not really. I have heard a few negative comments from the crew, though.
What kind of comments?
Oh, you know. People working longer shifts, people not getting along, managers jumping on every little mistake.
Really? Do you think I've been coming down too hard on people lately?
Well, since you asked, you have been criticizing people for little mistakes, telling people what to do instead of asking, things like that. I don't know. Maybe we need to be more positive.
Well, we need to do something, because what we're doing now isn't working. The crew's unhappy, and I'm really at a loss about what to do.
Maybe we'll figure it out at the Management by Coaching seminar. That's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. I suppose there might be some new ideas.
Well, maybe we ought to review MDP 2 and 3. They have a lot of good material on problem solving and management skills.
Not a bad idea. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate your being honest.
No problem.
While attending the seminar on coaching, Julie and her management team did get some new ideas. First, they discovered that other store managers had experienced some of the same problems they were having, such as low customer satisfaction and losing good employees. They also learned that 100% total customer satisfaction is not just another program. It's the way we do business.
To summarize, achieving 100% total customer satisfaction involves meeting customer standards in a number of key areas. Delivering hot, fresh products, no exceptions. Filling orders accurately, the first time, every time. Handling complaints quickly and with a smile. Treating each customer as a friend or valued guest, and delivering quick, hassle-free service, and giving personalized, impressive service with the extra attention and friendliness that makes customers feel special. But setting the standards is only the first step. The next step is even more important. As managers, you need to empower your people to meet these standards. Now, that involves two important activities. First, empowerment. It means training and motivating your people to meet customer standards. Right. And second, empowerment means giving them the authority to solve problems, to fix it now. The authority to do whatever it takes to satisfy the customer. But here's a key point. To empower your people, you may have to change too. You can't just tell people what to do. That's not enough. You have to set the example. As a leader, you have to be more of a coach with your people. Someone who inspires and motivates, and less of a director who just tells people what to do. Now, you know that just won't cut it these days. Think about it as if you were coaching a sports team. Your main job is to bring out the best in each one of your players, to provide encouragement and enthusiasm, to show the right way to do things, and to build a positive atmosphere to work in, a fun atmosphere, a place where people feel important, where they want to give 110% for the team. That's what coaching is all about. It's about getting out where the action is and making things happen. Showing confidence in your people and making them feel good about what they're doing. That's what it takes to reach 100% total customer satisfaction. Now, becoming a good coach isn't something you do overnight. It takes some skill. For example, let's look at one key area, improving performance. What do you do when your people aren't performing up to standard? Now, if I could have a volunteer from the group, I'd like to demonstrate how to give feedback in a way that will empower your people to do a better job. Okay. Julie, why don't you be our first volunteer? The volunteer system, it never fails. Okay, Julie, I'd like you to play the role of a counter person in your restaurant, someone that's not performing up to standards. Do you have anyone like that at your restaurant?
Of course not.
Okay, good. Now, I want you to show me how you would greet a customer. Remember, this is someone that's not doing the job. Go ahead.
Can I help you?
Okay, now, I'll role play a coach giving you feedback. And now, everyone watch for techniques as we go along. Julie, can we talk for a couple minutes?
Sure.
I was watching you serve customers earlier today, and I'd just like to talk to you about what I observed.
Okay, shoot.
Well, you get the orders together very quickly. I know the customers appreciate that. And you concentrate on getting every order correct. That's very important.
Thanks.
What I didn't see was a smile each time you greet the customers. And you don't look them in the eye very often. Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, we get so busy sometimes, I don't have time to think about it.
I understand. It does get very busy here at times. But you know, a personal greeting is very important to our customers.
I suppose.
Let's try this. Pretend I'm the counter person and you're the customer for a minute. Hi. How are you today? What can I get for you? Now, that's all there is to it. Do you see any difference?
Sure, it does feel more personal.
Now, you try it, and I'll be the customer. Now, you don't have to use those exact words, but I want you to look me in the eye and smile.
Hi, it's great to see you today. What would you like?
Great. Perfect. Now, do you think you can do that from now on?
When I have time.
It takes less than a second to smile and give an individual greeting to every customer. Is there anything I can do to help you get into the habit?
Well, maybe you could remind me. I just don't think about it all the time.
No problem. We'll see how you do on your next few shifts and let you know how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for helping, Julie. Let's give her a hand, huh? The key point to remember when you're giving feedback is to make it personal. You can't just say, hey, everybody, smile more. You have to treat each person individually. That's the key to being a good coach. Now, let's look at another area.
During the remainder of the seminar, Julie and her management team picked up a number of good tips on coaching, ideas they could use back at the restaurant. For example, the need to get out where the action is and work shoulder to shoulder with crew people to focus on what your people do well, not just point out mistakes, to be quick to offer praise and be patient as people learn new skills, to give positive, constructive feedback when they do make mistakes, and reward people who improve. But perhaps the most important element when coaching is treating your employees as individuals, making every crew member the center of your attention, understanding their individual skills and abilities, and paying attention to their needs. That means listening to people, asking for ideas, making everyone feel like an important member of the McDonald's team. These are only some of the things you can do to improve your coaching ability. But as Julie found out, it doesn't happen overnight.
Diane, it's not easy to change old habits. The more I practice, the better I feel. It really seems to be paying off. The management team feels better too. We're working better with our crew on customer standards, and I really think the customers are seeing improvements as we go along. I can see that to keep your people motivated over the long run, you can't just demand good performance, and you can't take it for granted that your best people will always come through for you. You've got to maintain a positive atmosphere. Encourage people to think for themselves and solve problems when they come up, so that they really feel like they're contributing. That's what keeps people motivated.
Think about the mysterious problems that come up at your restaurant. Are they always someone else's fault? Maybe you need to check your own style. Are you a manager who always directs Or a manager who coaches, encourages, and empowers? Do you take a personal interest in your people? Do you really listen to what they tell you? Do you offer enough positive feedback? Do you delegate jobs? Do you follow up and reward good performance? If you don't do these things consistently, the only real mystery may be, when are you going to change?
Thinking about myself as a coach helped to remind me what my job really is. And it's not really a mystery. My job is to focus on my people. If I treat my people like they're special, they'll treat the customers the same way. So the real key to achieving 100% total customer satisfaction is 100% employee satisfaction. And that's what coaching is all about.
What you are about to see is based on a true story. It's about a team of McDonald's managers who are faced with a mysterious problem at their restaurant. A problem that develops slowly, quietly, almost unnoticed, until it finally emerged in the form of lower sales, slipping morale, and customer satisfaction going down instead of up. This program is also about leadership. The skill it takes to find the real problem, look it squarely in the eye, and make the changes needed to solve it, including the most difficult change you as a McDonald's manager will ever have to make: changing yourself. Our story begins on a cool and cloudy afternoon. The lunch rush is just beginning. Business is brisk, but something is wrong. It seems quiet, almost subdued. The restaurant has the atmosphere of a gathering storm. The crew can feel it, and so can the customers.
Well, something's missing around here. The people aren't as friendly as they used to be, and the food isn't always hot.
I remember coming in here and walking straight up to the counter any time of the day. Now it seems you have to wait.
It's hard to put your finger on it, but the service just isn't, personal.
Clearly, something had changed in the last few months, and the problem didn't go unnoticed by the crew.
We used to have more experienced people during rush periods. Now with the new people, I barely have time to breathe.
Someone's on your back lately for every little mistake. And that's why people are quitting. Between you and me, I've been checking out other places. There are other jobs out there.
I don't know what the deal is. Working here is not fun.
When the restaurant manager first noticed that sales were below projection and customer satisfaction wasn't improving, she told her assistants to focus on crew performance.
Okay.
They emphasized QSC and the need to meet standards. They pointed out mistakes and urged everyone to be more friendly. But the improvements were small and didn't last.
It's hard to say exactly what's going on. Things just aren't happening the way they should. Service is okay, but not great. And I keep telling people to smile and be friendly, but it's not working.
Hey, I've been working harder than ever lately. Coming in early, going home late, keeping an eye on new people. Because I'm a manager, they think I'll hang in there.
I don't understand it. It seems like we're busier than ever. But sales and profits are down. We have lost a few good people lately, but we keep hiring new people, and our labor's right on target. It's just hard to find people who are motivated these days.
Hey, Julie, we have a customer complaint at the front counter.
Okay, I'll be right there. It's been 2 years now, and I thought managing was going to get easier. But it seems like I keep fighting the same battles over and over.
Julie and her management team continue to focus on crew performance, but customer satisfaction didn't get any better. Julie became more and more frustrated, and that led to even more problems.
Brian, I asked you to have the safety plan on my desk this morning. You know how important it is.
I know, but Sandy didn't show up last night, so I had to cover the front counter. I didn't have time to finish it.
That's no excuse. When I tell you I want something done, I expect it to be done. Maybe you should have come in early today.
Sorry, I'll finish it right away.
Short tempers, people not showing up for work, more and more stress, clear signs that attempts to solve the problem are not working. So what's the answer? With any problem, the first step is to trace back to the real cause. not just focus on the symptoms. For example, in this case, sales are lower than projected and customers are not satisfied. But the question is, why? Well, service is slower and not as friendly as it should be. But again, what's the reason for that? Primarily, there aren't enough well-trained crew people because several experienced people recently quit. That's an important clue. But the question is, why did these people leave? Are there conflicts with other employees? Are they getting better offers someplace else? Or do they simply feel taken for granted? For Julie and her managers, the root problem remains a mystery. To solve it, two key questions must be answered. One, how did it start? And two, what steps must be taken to turn things around? In the next segment, you'll see what happened at Julie's restaurant, including a revelation that helps the management team come to grips with the real problem. Stop the tape and take a few minutes to develop your own ideas about what or who is causing the manager's mystery. If you had to describe the management style at Julie's restaurant, it would be directive, somewhat distant and by the book. For example, the team's reaction to the problem with sales and customer satisfaction was to remind everyone about meeting standards. Although this approach seemed to be successful in the past, it rarely worked today, especially over the long run. The world is changing. Both employees and customers have different needs and expectations. Crew people want to be treated as individuals. They want a chance to use their brains and abilities on the job, not just perform like robots. They also demand respect and want to be recognized for their efforts. And they won't hesitate to go somewhere else if they feel ignored or taken for granted. Today's customers also are demanding more than ever before. They have high expectations for service and food quality. They want personalized service. That's a key ingredient that keeps people coming back. Since employee attitudes directly affect customer treatment, the way you treat your crew is often the key to improving customer service. In short, better customer care starts with better employee care. And in some cases, learning that lesson can be a bit painful.
Man, do you believe Julie lately? She jumped all over me because I didn't have the safety plan ready this morning.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I mean, we're breaking our backs around here lately trying to meet our goals, and she's worried about when some plan is on her desk.
I know, it's been crazy.
And all I hear is, can you come in early? Can you work a little extra? We've got to hit our profit projections.
Yeah, no wonder we've lost some people.
When performance isn't what it should be, finding the reason can be quite a mystery, especially when you're part of the problem. When faced with the need to increase sales and customer satisfaction, Julie and her management team fell back on an old technique. Get tough and demand better performance. It seemed to work in the past, but it sure wasn't working now. In fact, it was making things worse. The ultimate test of leadership for any manager is the ability to admit weaknesses and take steps to improve your own performance.
I heard Brian and Gina talking a few minutes ago. They seem pretty upset with the way things are going around here. Have they talked to you about it?
No, not really. I have heard a few negative comments from the crew, though.
What kind of comments?
Oh, you know. People working longer shifts, people not getting along, managers jumping on every little mistake.
Really? Do you think I've been coming down too hard on people lately?
Well, since you asked, you have been criticizing people for little mistakes, telling people what to do instead of asking, things like that. I don't know. Maybe we need to be more positive.
Well, we need to do something, because what we're doing now isn't working. The crew's unhappy, and I'm really at a loss about what to do.
Maybe we'll figure it out at the management by coaching seminar. That's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. I suppose there might be some new ideas.
Well, maybe we ought to review MDP 2 and 3. They have a lot of good material on problem solving and management skills.
Not a bad idea. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate your being honest.
No problem.
While attending the seminar on coaching, Julie and her management team did get some new ideas. First, they discovered that other store managers had experienced some of the same problems they were having, such as low customer satisfaction and losing good employees. They also learned that 100% total customer satisfaction is not just another program. It's the way we do business.
To summarize, achieving 100% total customer satisfaction involves meeting customer standards in a number of key areas. Delivering hot, fresh products, no exceptions. Filling orders accurately the first time, every time. Handling complaints quickly and with a smile. Treating each customer as a friend or valued guest. And delivering quick, hassle-free service. And giving personalized, impressive service with the extra attention and friendliness that makes customers feel special. But setting the standards is only the first step. The next step is even more important. As managers, you need to empower your people to meet these standards. Now, that involves two important activities. First, empowerment. It means training and motivating your people to meet customer standards. And second, empowerment means giving them the authority to solve problems, to fix it now, the authority to do whatever it takes to satisfy the customer. But here's a key point. To empower your people, you may have to change too. You can't just tell people what to do. That's not enough. You have to set the example. As a leader, you have to be more of a coach with your people. Someone who inspires and motivates, and less of a director who just tells people what to do. Now, you know that just won't cut it these days. Think about it as if you were coaching a sports team. Your main job is to bring out the best in each one of your players, to provide encouragement and enthusiasm, to show the right way to do things, and to build a positive atmosphere to work in, a fun atmosphere, a place where people feel important, where they want to give 110% for the team. That's what coaching is all about. It's about getting out where the action is and making things happen. Showing confidence in your people and making them feel good about what they're doing. That's what it takes to reach 100% total customer satisfaction. Now, becoming a good coach isn't something you do overnight. It takes some skill. For example, let's look at one key area, improving performance. What do you do when your people aren't performing up to standard? Now, if I could have a volunteer from the group, I'd like to demonstrate how to give feedback in a way that will empower your people to do a better job. Okay. Julie, why don't you be our first volunteer? The volunteer system, it never fails. Okay, Julie, I'd like you to play the role of a counter person in your restaurant, someone that's not performing up to standards. Do you have anyone like that at your restaurant?
Of course not.
Okay, good. Now, I want you to show me how you would greet a customer. Remember, this is someone that's not doing the job. Go ahead.
Can I help you?
Okay, now, I'll role play a coach giving you feedback. And now, everyone watch for techniques as we go along. Julie, can we talk for a couple minutes?
Sure.
I was watching you serve customers earlier today, and I'd just like to talk to you about what I observed.
Okay, shoot.
Well, you get the orders together very quickly. I know the customers appreciate that. And you concentrate on getting every order correct. That's very important.
Thanks.
What I didn't see was a smile each time you greet the customers. And you don't look them in the eye very often. Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, we get so busy sometimes, I don't have time to think about it.
I understand. It does get very busy here at times. But you know, a personal greeting is very important to our customers.
I suppose.
Let's try this. Pretend I'm the counter person and you're the customer for a minute. Hi. How are you today? What can I get for you? And now that's all there is to it. Do you see any difference?
Sure. Does feel more personal.
Now you try it, and I'll be the customer. Now you don't have to use those exact words, but I want you to look me in the eye and smile.
Hi, it's great to see you today. What would you like?
Great. Perfect. Now, do you think you can do that from now on?
When I have time.
It takes less than a second to smile and give an individual greeting to every customer. Is there anything I can do to help you get into the habit?
Well, maybe you could remind me. I just don't think about it all the time.
No problem. We'll see how you do on your next few shifts and let you know how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for helping, Julie. Let's give her a hand, huh? The key point to remember when you're giving feedback is to make it personal. You can't just say, hey, everybody, smile more. You have to treat each person individually. That's the key to being a good coach. Now, let's look at another area.
During the remainder of the seminar, Julie and her management team picked up a number of good tips on coaching, ideas they could use back at the restaurant. For example, the need to get out where the action is and work shoulder to shoulder with crew people to focus on what your people do well, not just point out mistakes, to be quick to offer praise and be patient as people learn new skills, to give positive, constructive feedback when they do make mistakes, and reward people who improve. But perhaps the most important element when coaching is treating your employees as individuals, making every crew member the center of your attention, understanding their individual skills and abilities, and paying attention to their needs. That means listening to people, asking for ideas, making everyone feel like an important member of the McDonald's team. These are only some of the things you can do to improve your coaching ability. But as Julie found out, it doesn't happen overnight.
Diane, it's not easy to change old habits. The more I practice, the better I feel. It really seems to be paying off. The management team feels better too. We're working better with our crew on customer standards, and I really think the customers are seeing improvements as we go along. I can see that to keep your people motivated over the long run, you can't just demand good performance, and you can't take it for granted that your best people will always come through for you. You've got to maintain a positive atmosphere. Encourage people to think for themselves and solve problems when they come up, so that they really feel like they're contributing. That's what keeps people motivated.
Think about the mysterious problems that come up at your restaurant. Are they always someone else's fault? Maybe you need to check your own style. Are you a manager who always directs, or a manager who coaches, encourages, and empowers? Do you take a personal interest in your people? Do you really listen to what they tell you? Do you offer enough positive feedback? Do you delegate jobs? Do you follow up and reward good performance? If you don't do these things consistently, the only real mystery may be, when are you going to change?
Thinking about myself as a coach helped to remind me what my job really is. And it's not really a mystery. My job is to focus on my people. If I treat my people like they're special, they'll treat the customers the same way. So the real key to achieving 100% total customer satisfaction is 100% employee satisfaction. And that's what coaching is all about.
Before viewing this tape, please make sure you have your station observation checklist number C5 on hand for review. We've just completed producing an updated video program on McDonald's drive-thru service. To get the most out of this material, we suggest that you also take a look at the basic service steps that are contained in the Counter 1 video. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at the drive-thru at a slower pace and in a spotless environment to show you the experience our customers tell us they expect from McDonald's. Since the opening of our very first drive-thru 20 years ago, we've given our customers something very important: convenience. Our specialty is providing the best in hot, fresh food quickly and accurately with a minimum of hassle for the customer. Our objective today is no different than it was 20 years ago: total customer satisfaction. The purpose of this program is to demonstrate the most current procedures that will best meet customer satisfaction needs. Before we begin, let's take a look at what customers told us their top concerns are in using the drive-thru.
I'm on the road a lot, and I don't really have time for lunch. The only thing is I hate waiting in line. I go where I can get what I want fast.
This last time I went through the drive-thru, I placed a very simple order to go. When I got back, they had given me a fish sandwich instead of the food I'd ordered. Now, I don't particularly care for fish. And to make things even worse, the Happy Meal didn't have the toy in it. You want to go and explain that to my 5-year-old grandson?
I come here every morning on my way to the office. What I really like is that they know my name and that they always have my order ready.
To meet these customer demands requires that you work as part of a team that can give our customers the experience they expect and that they can only get at McDonald's. This video will show you how to provide that extra special drive-thru service. Now let's take a detailed look at each position.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
Could I have a cheeseburger with a Sprite and a quarter pounder with cheese value meal with a Coke?
Would you like to supersize your extra value meal?
Okay, sure.
Great. So that's 1 cheeseburger with a Sprite and 1 supersized quarter pounder with cheese extra value meal with a Coke. Would you like ketchup with your fries?
Great, thanks a lot.
That's $5.64. Please pull up to the next window and James will take your payment.
Thank you.
We found that our customers can be very demanding, but what they want is really quite simple. While greeting the customer, don't pre-sell or interrupt. Listen to their order, and when they're finished, repeat the order back to the customer. This gives you the chance to clarify any questions about the order and to suggestive sell. This is also the best way to ensure that we give the customer not only the food they ordered, but any condiments requested.
The first thing I do is greet the customer. Then I state the amount of the sale and receive the payment.
Hi, ma'am. How are you today? Your order comes to $5.64.
Here, I have a 10.
I restate the amount and give the customer their change along with the printed receipt. The receipt helps make sure the order is accurate. When I'm finished, I direct them to the presenter's window.
$5.64 out of 10. Your change is $4.36. Here's 36, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just drop up to the next window, and Mary will give you your order. Thanks for stopping by.
As soon as the customer's order is taken, I go into action beginning at the transfer bin. I assemble all of the products, except soft drinks and coffee. I check the holding times on all the products I serve, and if anything is wrong, I let someone know about the problem. I won't serve it.
While the runner is assembling the order, I get all the drinks ready. I use a drink tray if there are 2 or more drinks.
When everything is ready, I leave the bag open for the presenter to double check. I also let them know that the order is ready. Order number 41 is ready.
This is where I take over the transaction. I compare the order on the 2-1 ready board with the video monitor. Then I greet the customer when they drive up, and I hand them their order and then the drinks.
Great. Thanks a lot. And here are the drinks. Thanks for coming by. Come back again. Okay.
I always make sure to invite the customer back again. As they leave, I press the serve button to take the order off the monitor. And now I am ready for my next customer.
You've just seen a typical transaction handled at the drive-thru. But what happens when a transaction isn't typical? The most important thing to remember is that at McDonald's, we do whatever it takes to satisfy the customer. And that means that drive-thru team members should be flexible enough to give customers what they want.
And here are your drinks. Thanks for stopping at McDonald's, and come back again soon.
Is it too late to get a side salad with some French dressing with my order?
No problem.
Great, thanks a lot.
Grill orders, coupons, special requests. Handling out-of-the-ordinary situations is part of your job, and it can be fun and challenging. If you encounter a situation you feel you can't handle, your manager is there to help. The manager is part of the drive-thru team, too, and is equally as eager as you to provide 100% customer satisfaction. The procedures and crew positions you've seen in this videotape are the same for every McDonald's drive-thru. Order taker, cashier, runner, drink drawer, presenter. The number of people working at your drive-thru may vary depending on the layout of your restaurant, the equipment, or the amount of drive-thru traffic. Your crew trainer can tell you how the positions you saw in this video are used at your restaurant. We've touched on some very important procedures in the drive-thru, and you need to remember all of them. Our customers have told us what's most important to them. Fast service, accurate service, and friendly service. Whatever position you work, remember that you're part of a very important team, the McDonald's drive-thru team.
Hi, I've got something very new and special that I'd really like for you to see. It's a video about satisfying the customer called Doing Whatever It Takes. Now you're probably wondering, what does Michael Jordan know about satisfying the customer? Well, let me tell you, when I step onto the basketball court, those 18,000 screaming people aren't just fans. They are my customers. They want to see more than just a basketball game. They expect to see a show. No matter what kind of day I've had, when I put on that uniform, my customers expect behind-the-back passes, long three-pointers, or great slam dunks. It's my job to deliver it, and I love it. When you put on your McDonald's uniform, your customers want more than just quick service with a smile. They expect to be treated as a guest in your home. And if you hadn't had the greatest of days, it's up to you to put on a show and do whatever it takes to satisfy your customer. The video you're about to see will show you the difference between good service and great personalized service we all must give our customers. And it will take you behind scenes to show you how a video is actually made. So let's see what it means to satisfy your customers by doing whatever it takes.
Tape's rolling. Everybody set? Slate, please.
Take one.
Dolly, and action.
Thank you. Come again. Hi, how can I help you?
Whoa, cut. Hold it. Excuse me. Jim. Come on, that's the wrong line. Help me out here. You're supposed to say, hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please? That's the way you always say it.
Oh, Dave, sorry, but that's my fault. Well, I was talking to Jim a little bit earlier, and he said that he was feeling really stiff having to say, welcome to McDonald's over and over again. So I told him what we tell our people all the time. Say what feels natural, but say it with a warm, sincere smile. I thought it was great.
Well, you're the real manager here, Barb. You should know. I'm just not used to letting the actors change the lines.
Oh, I understand, believe me. I used to be the same way when it came to letting the crew people think for themselves.
Say, everybody take a quick break, okay? What do you mean?
Oh, well, you know we have our operations and training manual.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like your script.
Sure.
It tells us how to do things the right way at McDonald's. Well, I used to insist that all of my team do everything strictly by the book. I mean, everything from the way they greeted the customer to how they took the order and so on. Well, I started to notice that everybody seemed a little stiff. I mean, really inflexible in the way they were serving the customers. And the customers weren't particularly responsive either. So I decided that I really needed to call a meeting. I needed to talk about this. Right, Lisa? You were part of the team then.
Well, yeah. We kicked it around and everybody agreed. We just didn't feel natural constantly repeating the same thing. So we decided to lighten up a little, like ad-lib a bit when we were serving people. And it worked.
It really did. People's personalities started to show through. I mean, they really started to have fun. And the customers, they really enjoyed being treated like individuals, too.
You know, that really makes sense. It's like, well, I know that actors sometimes need to ad-lib a line or two. It makes their performances more natural. But I just don't want to violate any McDonald's operating procedures.
Oh, well, no, don't worry about that. Our procedures are mostly in the areas of work routines and methods. And those have been developed throughout the years to make us work more efficiently. But when it comes to how we treat our customers, well, we want to impress them with our friendliness, our service. And we can't do that if we come on like robots, right?
Well, sure. Okay, let's try that scene again. And this time, everybody loosen up a little bit. Okay? Places, everyone.
Take two.
Okay, everybody, the entire scene now. Dolly, and action.
Thank you. Come again. Hi, how you doing? May I take your order?
Yes, how about a fillet of fish, French fries, and a small Coke, please.
Will that be a large fry, sir?
Yes, please.
For here?
Yes, for here.
All right. Your total comes to $3.19. I'll be right back with the order.
Thank you.
And cut. All right, look good to me. How about you, Barbara?
Mm-hmm, it's looking better.
Better.
Well, it still seems a little stiff to me.
Yeah.
No, I like the opening, and then it starts to get a little formal. Now, maybe could your customer be a little more normal?
Normal?
Yeah, maybe a little less polite.
Oh, okay. Mr. Customer, this time,
Take 3.
and action.
Thank you. Come again. Hi. What can I get for you today?
Yeah, I want a fillet of fish, French fries, and a small Coke, and nothing else, okay?
Well, will that be for here to go?
Oh, no.
What's wrong, Lisa?
When a customer comes on strong like that, we've really got to handle him with kid gloves.
Yeah.
People like that are almost always looking for a fight.
That's true.
Like they say, turn the other cheek. Now, the next time this guy comes in, he could be one of your nicest customers if you treat him right today.
You're right.
Makes sense. Got that, Jim? Let's try it again. And action.
Thank you. Come again. Hi. What can I do for you today?
Yeah, I'd like a fillet of fish, a small Coke, and a fry, and nothing else, okay?
Is that a large fry?
I said a small fry.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear you. Is that for here?
Yeah, it's for here.
All right. Your total comes to $278. I'll be right back with the order.
And cut. Great. Well, what did you think?
That was a lot better. You know, sometimes it takes that little bit extra to avoid confrontation. Right, Lisa?
Oh, boy, does it ever. But it's worth it.
Okay, let's set up for the next scene. Now, the action here is, Jim, you're taking this lady's order. And you're going to ask a special favor of Jim, and that's just the way I want it to sound. Like you're almost reluctant to ask. Okay? All right, background people, keep that energy up. Roll tape.
Speed.
Slate in.
Take 1.
And action.
Hello. What would you like today?
Well, I'd like a medium Coke and a Big Mac for here, please.
Would you like a medium fry with that?
No, not really. But I don't suppose it's possible for them to put a slice of tomato on that Big Mac, is it?
Yes, ma'am. It certainly is possible. It'll take just a moment. Is that okay?
Of course.
Great. That comes to $253. I've got your Coke. Thanks. We'll get your Coke now. You can find a seat, and we'll bring your Big Mac out to you.
Thank you.
And cut. Barbara, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Now, I understand the scene, but are you sure you want to show that in the video?
Well, Dave, I hear you. But you know, that's what this whole video is all about. When we say doing whatever it takes, that's what we mean. We want each customer to leave thinking, hey, McDonald's did something special just for me.
That's great.
Really, I don't know how you do it. I mean, you've got to remember all of your lines and remember your actions and still smile.
Hey, from what you've told me and from what I've read in this script, our work is a lot alike. I mean, we're both performers. We have to remember a lot of things. Let's face an audience, and we both need to smile. Now, the only difference is my audience is the camera and the director. And if I don't get my lines exactly right, I can do them over and over until the director yells, cut. That's a keeper. And then I feel as if I've done a good performance. But you only get one shot with each of your customers.
Wow. I guess I never thought about it like that, but you're right. I mean, I've got to do all those things right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's a great feeling when customers look pleased and say thank you. I figure if they smile at me and thank me, I've done a great job. And even if they don't, I know I gave it my best.
Exactly.
Okay, places, everyone. We're going to rehearse the lobby scene.
Great, thanks.
Okay, Jean, you're the customer. I want you to set your tray down and take a seat.
Got it.
And then just as she sits down, Lou, you show up at the grill order.
Right.
Okay? Then while you're talking, this gentleman at the next table, right, folds up his newspaper,
Okay.
gets up, and leaves.
This way.
Right.
All right.
Then you go over and clean off the table.
get the tray, right?
Right. Okay. Everybody else just act natural, eating, talking with each other, having a good time. Okay, let's run through it one time for the camera. And action. Action!
Ma'am, here's your Egg McMuffin without cheese.
Well, that was fast. Thank you.
No problem.
And cut. Okay, looks real good. Any thoughts, Barbara, Lisa?
It was good, but it's missing something. I think...
Well, what do you mean? I don't...
You know, I see something that could really show the kind of doing whatever it takes we're talking about.
Hey, well, speak up. That's what you're here for.
All right, now, when Lou comes in with the grill order, the guy sitting at the next table should remain seated until...
Here's your Egg McMuffin without cheese.
Well, that was fast. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, sir, can I take that tray for you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go.
Hey, was everything okay with your big breakfast this morning?
Yes, it was.
Have a great morning.
You too. Thank you.
Nice idea, Lisa.
Thanks.
It plays. But, come on. Is that the way it really happens?
Sometimes. All right. Not often enough. But that is what we want our people to understand from this video, right? That they need to look for situations where they can impress people with our service. And we need to use our heads. No, do whatever it takes.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, we need to think of our customers at McDonald's like they're our own personal guests. And treat them that way, too.
But you know what's a shame?
What?
You don't even get to see the real stars of this scene.
What are you talking about?
The grill team. Well, they're the ones who got that grill order out there so fast.
What does the grill team have to do with service?
Oh, the grill team has everything to do with customer service. You see, if they don't respond quickly in all situations, especially grill orders, then the counter people could never deliver the customer satisfaction we're shooting for. Everyone in the store has to do their part. It's the teamwork that gets the job done.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Okay.
Your total's $4.85.
Here you go.
Out of 5. Your change is 15 cents. Enjoy your lunch. Come back and see us real soon.
I gotta get out of the car now.
Don't worry about it. I'll have somebody else get it later. Here. Your order's ready at the next window, and have a nice day.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So what were you saying, Lisa?
I wanted to talk to you about
Sorry I had lived that last. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Oh, no, it was great, really.
Are you sure?
You know, well, that's what we're always trying to get our people to do. Think on your feet. I liked it.
It was great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You seem to be a natural at this.
Okay, everybody, this is the final scene, and let's make it good. This is the perfect service scene. Everybody know their business?
Yep.
Okay, places, everyone. Roll tape. Slate in.
Take 1.
And action.
Well, hi there. What can I get this hungry troop today?
Clean my wings like that.
That's right.
And I get one too.
Well,
Yes,
good for you.
A hamburger and milk here, and a cheeseburger Happy Meal with milk for Jennifer. And I'll have a 6-piece McNugget with sweet and sour sauce and a small Diet Coke for here.
I got it. Good. Your total will be $6.68. Wanna give Baby the money? Get Baby the money. $6.68 out of 7. I'll get it.
Happy Meal.
Yeah. Oh, I think Jennifer is hungry. That's right.
I'll get the cups for the milk.
Thanks.
Ma'am, would you like a high chair or booster seat with that?
A booster seat would be great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jennifer is hungry.
And you got that grill order?
There you go.
Well, now, Jennifer, you come back and see us real soon. And I don't know your name. Peter. Well, you too, Peter. Enjoy your lunch,
Thanks so
ma'am.
much.
I'll carry that tray for you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ready, honey?
Well, what did you think? Was that last scene the perfect service scene? It was very good service. But remember, throughout the video, there was always a way to improve the script, to ad-lib something that turned the expected McDonald's service into complete customer satisfaction. And I know you can do an even better job than the actors because you know the system. You've got the power to make things better. If we rated what you just saw as A service, we're shooting for A+ service. The smiles, the friendly treat them as guest gestures. Let our guests know we're not just 6 steps and a smile. Our goal is to make our guests think, hey, these McDonald's people really care about me. And you know what? We really do. But we have to do it every time, even if it takes a little bit more time. When you notice a guest not getting that great McDonald's service, whether it's a quality problem, an error with their order, or they just need a ketchup packet, help them quickly. In doing so, in earning those smiles and thank yous and repeat business, we can make our jobs more fun. Now let's take another look at that last scene. Even though it may have been good service, there are always ways to improve on customer satisfaction. Look for ways in which you would improve our service. I know you can. Remember, when it comes to customer satisfaction, it's okay to do whatever it takes.
Well, hi there. What can I get this hungry troop today?
Only my wings like that.
That's right.
And I get one too.
Oh,
Yes,
good for
you
you.
do.
A hamburger and milk here, and a cheeseburger Happy Meal with milk for Jennifer. And I'll have a 6-piece McNugget with sweet and sour sauce and a small Diet Coke for here.
I got it. Your total will be $6.68. Hey, you give me the money? $6.68 out of 7.
I'll get it.
Happy Meal.
Yeah. Oh, I think Jennifer is hungry.
That's right.
I'll get the cups for the milk.
Thanks.
Ma'am, would you like a high chair or booster seat with that?
A booster seat would be great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. There you go.
Well, now, Jennifer, you come back and see us real soon. And I don't know your name. Peter. Well, you too, Peter. Enjoy your lunch.
Thanks so much.
I'll carry that tray for you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ready, honey?
Hello.
Не запомнится привело просто хоче, здравия кому се придумал то тебе праздна.
Good afternoon. What can I get you?
Не знаю, как позже тебе хамбургер.
Okay. You want a hamburger?
Oh, yes, hamburger. Не баскабада hamburger.
What kind of a hamburger would you like?
Oh, yes, hamburger, yes. А не ска пожелал тебе McDonald's hamburger.
Oh, boy. One second.
Я это смекаю просто. Да.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, yes, cheeseburger.
Right. Something to drink.
Coca-Cola. Это что, French fries? Я что Coca-Cola. Thank you very much. Ну, Господи, козло дело.
Thank you. Very good.
Satisfied customers is what service is all about. It sounds easy, and sometimes it is as easy as giving someone who doesn't speak English a picture menu. You know, it doesn't take much looking to see that people are different. Every one of our customers has different wants and needs, and there's no one way to meet all of those needs. That's why it's important for every one of us to take the initiative in finding ways that make eating at McDonald's a pleasant experience. Remember, great service is more than meeting a customer's expectations. Great service is exceeding a customer's expectation.
You're eating lunch late today.
Yeah, I know I had to get my parents from the airport.
You know, everybody has special needs. Some are more obvious than others, but that doesn't affect the way I treat them. If I saw any customer needing a hand, I'd help. I mean, the customer shouldn't have to have a broken arm or be in a wheelchair in order to be nice to them. It's just common courtesy. If someone needs help, you offer it.
I forgot ketchup. Can you get us some ketchup?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Here you go, ma'am. Fries with no salt, just like you asked.
Well, thank you very much. I thought I was going to have to give up your French fries when the doctor told me I had to cut back on salt.
I know what you mean. My grandmother's on a low-sodium diet.
Really? Well, I didn't know that you could make your French fries without salt until today. That's really nice.
No problem. Enjoy them.
Thank you.
Hey there, big fella.
Hi.
Let's see if we can give you a hand, huh? I've worked at a lot of different places, and maybe because of my age, I'm a little more in touch with the individual needs of our customers, big and small. But sometimes I do find difficulty in dealing with the individual needs of those customers who I have less in common with. But the key for me is remembering that they're all people who deserve attention and respect.
When a customer asks us to hold the ketchup, we can quickly respond to their special request. But sometimes our customers may not feel comfortable asking us to meet other, more unique special requests. That's why we have to sharpen our ability to anticipate ways we can help. You know, good customer service doesn't just happen. You make it happen through extra thought and attention.
I used to feel really awkward when I was around people with disabilities. I was never sure when it was right to help them or whether I might offend them. I didn't want to do the wrong thing and risk making them angry or embarrass myself, so I just sort of ignored them. What finally turned me around was working here with another crew member who is disabled. We got to know each other pretty well, and I learned that it's not only okay not to know how to help, it's okay to ask people if they need help.
If you find yourself in a situation where you don't know the right thing to do, just remember you can always ask. Sometimes it's better for me if you put the money on the tray and sometimes on the counter. If you ask me, I'll tell you. I mean, it's not a big deal for me and I don't want to make it a big deal for you. Sometimes I think people feel they need to treat me differently or give me special attention. The truth is, I just want to be treated like any other guy with a great personality and a nub.
Very much. Andy, come.
Can I help you to a seat, ma'am? Yes, I'd appreciate that. Should I take your arm? Well, actually, I'd prefer it if I could take your arm. It's easier for me to follow your lead that way. That's fine. And would you mind seating me by the closest exit? You know, and I know that sometimes I need help. That's why I have a guide dog. You see, Andy really expands the range of what I can accomplish. He's like an extension of my senses. I don't mind having to rely on him. That's just a fact of my disability. What bothers me is when people make assumptions about what I can and can't do. I've met people who assume I'm helpless and can't do anything for myself. And I've met others who feel so uncomfortable about my disability that they just ignore me, even when I'd appreciate some help. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I just wish people would treat me like they treat anyone else. Well, it's important to think. You know, use your head when you're dealing with any customer. You can't just react to them. You gotta put yourself in their shoes. Approaching it like that helps me out a lot, especially when I'm dealing with customers with disabilities. I've learned that they don't want you, or for that matter, anyone to feel sorry for them. And they don't want you to talk down to them. It's all pretty much just common sense.
Good service from friendly, helpful people makes a big difference to me when I eat out. It makes my meal more enjoyable. I think great service is something everyone wants when they go out to eat. I'm no exception. I want appropriate and attentive treatment, not people who pretending to accommodate me. If help is needed, a courteous essential of assistance is appreciated by anyone, not just by people who have hearing impairments.
Making McDonald's a special place for everyone is one of our biggest goals. The best way to achieve this goal is by simply doing whatever it takes to satisfy the needs of everyone involved with McDonald's, customers and employees alike.
At McDonald's, our #1 priority is customer service. All of us, management and crew, are focused in on getting the job done. You see, I have epilepsy, and McDonald's gave me a chance to show everyone that I could get the job done regardless. When I first started working here, well, they let me tailor my schedule to meet the particular needs of my disability. And let me tell you, I really appreciate it.
McDonald's is successful because we're constantly improving our operations. That's part of our mission, to make our restaurants the best they can be. Our restaurants are accessible to all customers, including those customers with disabilities.
I can tell you, McDonald's commitment goes beyond accommodation. We're also committed to customer care. I think it's the kind of commitment you don't see much of anymore. I may be old-fashioned, but I'm proud to work for a company that thinks people, all kinds of people, deserve respect, courtesy, and some sincere friendliness.
McDonald's means quality food, good value, and family fun. The consistent, great McDonald's experience is what brings people into our restaurants when they have a choice of going someplace else. Customizing customer service is more than just a catchphrase. It is an important extension of McDonald's personality and yours. We want you to do whatever it takes to make our customers feel welcome, valued, and most important, satisfied with their McDonald's restaurant experience. And there's only one person who can do that. You. We're counting on you to get the job done.
Hi, I'm Jim, and I'm a crew trainer here at McDonald's. In the next few minutes, we'll show you most everything you need to know to become a McDonald's counter person, including the 6 steps in serving a customer. In addition, you'll learn about bagging items and filling drinks, as well as preparing orders for here and carry-out. You'll see what to do for special requests and problem situations, and even some tips on handling our younger customers. At McDonald's, we're proud of being #1, and with your help, we intend to stay that way. Doing so, however, will require your personal best. Your best appearance, your best attitude, your best performance. That's because the counter is one of our most important positions and certainly the most visible to our customers. To them, you are McDonald's. Think about it. As you greet a customer, you're showing how pleased you are to serve them. By your courteous, efficient handling of their order, you're reinforcing our reputation for blazing fast service. And the care you take in making sure that you serve only items that meet our high standards demonstrates our commitment to quality. These are all hallmarks of what we call the McDonald's experience. That's a pretty big responsibility. Add to it the fact that you're our only salesperson, as well as being the last step of McDonald's quality control, and you begin to understand just how important this job really is. But don't let that make you nervous. When in doubt, you have your station observation checklist to refer to. You also have a trainer like me, your manager, and all of McDonald's behind you every step of the way. Let's begin with the 6 steps you'll use in serving customers. They are: step number 1, greet the customer. Step number 2, take the order and sell up. Step number 3, assemble the order. Step number 4, present the order. Step number 5, receive payment. Step number 6, thank the customer and ask for repeat business. Now watch and listen carefully as Mark and Mary go through their paces in serving customers at the counter.
That'll be $6.70.
The first step is to greet the customer. To do so properly, you should be at your station by your register before the customer gets there. That requires that you stay alert even when business is slow. Look the customer in the eye and greet them with a smile.
Good afternoon. May I take your order, please?
Vary the greeting and the tone of your voice from customer to customer. You don't want to sound like a robot.
Hi, may I take your order, please? Hello, sir.
And be especially attentive to our younger customers. Children are very important to our business and represent our future. Treat them with the same respect you would an adult. Just remember, first impressions are very important. Make yours and ours a good one. So that's step number 1, greet the customer. Step number 2 is to take the order.
Please.
Make sure you listen carefully.
Fries, large coffee, and an apple pie.
And never suggest items to children. Doing so is certain to anger parents. However, if you're unsure of an order, wait till the customer has finished and repeat aloud what you do know. Then ask if anything was missed.
Okay, that's a 6-piece McNuggets, large fries, large coffee. Did I miss anything?
An apple pie.
Now ask the customer if their order is for the dining room, then total the order and tell the customer the amount.
Will this be for here?
Yes, please.
Your total is $3.10.
Okay.
So in step 2, taking the order, listening carefully to the customer is extremely important. Step number 3 is to assemble the order. Make sure you have the complete order in mind before assembling it. The main objective is accuracy. Speed will come with experience. There is a specific sequence in which our orders are assembled, and the quality of the food is directly affected by how well you follow it. It begins with shakes, then cold drinks, hot beverages, sandwiches, cookies, pies, French fries, and finally, sundaes and cones. All items should be handled with care. And remember, you're the last stage of McDonald's quality control, so if it's not right, don't serve it. Always use the ice scoop when putting ice in the drink cups, then fill with the soft drink. For sanitation reasons, never touch the ice or the lip of the cup with your hands. And always remember to cap all drinks before moving them to the counter. If your restaurant has drink touch towers, you can assemble the rest of the order while the cup is filling. Then return to the tower and cap the cup before bringing it to the counter. If a customer requests black coffee, fill the cup to the cap seat. For safety reasons, always place the cup on the counter before filling it with coffee. If cream is requested, fill to slightly below the cap seat. And again, remember to cap the cup before moving it. Next, we have the milk cooler, where milk, creamers, and other small refrigerated items are stored. The transfer bin is used to keep our sandwiches and McNuggets hot during our 10-minute holding time. We use a system called first in, first out in serving our food. Well, that means that food is selected in order of when it was prepared. Every store has its own rotation. Ask your manager to explain the rotation used at your store. Because our fries are world famous, they deserve special attention. When filling an order of fries, take care not to touch the fries. Handle the bag from the side. If it's a carry-out order, place the fries in last so that they stay hot and are not crushed. A basic rule is that whenever handling money, you should never touch unwrapped food with your hands. All carry-out orders are to be properly bagged. All sandwiches and entrees are to be laid flat in the bag. Never lay a bag on its side to fill it. When a customer's order includes 2 or more drinks, you should use one of our 4-cup drink holders. Drinks are never to be bagged unless a customer requests it. Orders for here are always placed on a clean tray with a fresh liner. Assemble the order in a neat, logical manner. The drink should be on the customer's right, with the sandwich in the middle of the tray and the fries to the left. Never put hot fries next to anything cold. And that's all there is to step number 3, assemble the order. The 4th step is to present the order to the customer. Carry-out bags should be double folded to keep the product warm. The fold should be away from the McDonald's arches. The bag should be presented to the customer with the arches facing them. With lobby trays, slide the tray toward the customer so that he or she can read the message on the liner. Step number 5 is to receive payment from the customer. As you give the customer their order, state the amount of the sale.
The order comes to $3.70.
Then state the amount that is given to you.
Out of 10?
Enter the sale and place all bills face down
Change
across the register drawer. This will reduce the chance of an error or misunderstanding with the customer. Count the change to yourself first, then count it back to the customer. Put all coins in the customer's hand.
5.
Then count out the bills as you place them in the customer's hand.
Thank you.
Never place the money on the counter.
Here, I have exact change. Oh, thank you. Please come back again.
And always remember to put the money in the drawer with the bills face down. Also, when serving children, be aware that they sometimes forget to wait for their change.
Here you go. Excuse me, don't forget your change.
So that's step 5, receiving payment. The sixth and final step is to thank the customer for their business and ask them to
46
come
cents is your
again.
change. Thanks, and come back and see us again.
Vary your response and be sincere about it.
Thank you, and come again.
So there you have it, the 6 steps of service. Let's review. Greet the customer. Take the order and suggestive sell or sell up. Assemble the order. Present the order. Receive payment. Thank the customer and ask for repeat business.
60 cents is your change. Thank you. Please come again.
Thank you. When not busy with your own station, remember that teamwork is an essential part of your job. Well, help out another counter person or the person at the drive-thru. If all customers have been waited on, clean the counter or replenish items around the counter. Condiments such as salt, pepper, and ketchup are located under the counter. Some customers may request them with their meals. But remember to keep an eye open for customers approaching the counter. You want to be there before they are. Occasionally, you'll receive a special request. For instance, maybe a customer would like to pay with a traveler's check. If so, call the manager. A grill order is another special situation in which you will have the opportunity to satisfy some of our customers' specific taste requirements. Grill orders should always be handled as a priority. Be certain to check with your manager as to how grill orders are handled in your store. On rare occasions, you may receive a customer complaint. Listen to what the customer has to say. Show some sympathy for their situation. Another special situation is when a customer drops a food item. Cheerfully replace the item at no cost. Then alert the manager for inventory purposes. Now you know the 6 steps in serving a customer, some secondary responsibilities, and how to handle some special situations. And remember, there's no reason to be nervous. Just relax. After all, if you need additional help, refer to your trainer, manager, or station observation checklist for the answers. And soon, with a little practice, you'll be part of our blazing fast service.
And chocolate chip cookies. Is that a large fry? Yes, uh-huh.
Will that be for here, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your total comes to $3.06. Need a large fry. $3.06 total out of 5. Change to $1.94. 4 and 5. Thank you very much, and come again.
With the help of your crew trainer at first, and then with some practice during your next 2 to 4 shifts, I know you'll do a great job. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the action with our front counter team. Bob, Anita, Dave, and Sarah. See if you can spot the techniques they use to improve the speed and quality of service, to deliver their personal best.
Thanks, and come back again. Hi, may I take your order?
Yes, I'd like a Big Mac, a large fry, a medium Coke, and I'd like to use this for a free apple pie.
Sure, no problem. Would you like that for here?
Yes, please.
With your coupon, your total is $2.89.
Fine. $0.48 is your change.
Here's your order. Your total is $2.89 out of 20.
Hi, can I take your order? It's about 60.
Your change is $17.11.
Hi, may I take your order?
Right. 11 makes 3, 4 and 5. 5 is 10, and 10 is 20. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and come back again.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, sir. May I help you over here?
Waste this, please, Candy. Here's your order. That's $1.96, please.
Hi, may I take your order? Your total is $2.01.
Well, what did you see? A lot going on, huh? Overall, I'm sure that you could tell that quick, friendly service is alive at our restaurant. These folks work like a well-oiled machine. I'm proud to see that Dave agrees that neat personal appearance is an important part of the McDonald's experience. And of course, cleanliness at our restaurant applies as much to personal hygiene as to the restaurant itself. How about Bob handling the customer with the coupon?
And I'd like to use this for free apple pie.
Sure, no problem.
He seemed genuinely happy to accept it. And that's the way it should be. Look at how neatly the cash drawer is arranged. All the bills are face down, with the large bills under the till, and a separate slot for coupons. Makes handling change much faster. Did you see Sarah discarding that quarter pounder with cheese while assembling her order?
Waste this, please, Candy.
Talk about sharp. She realized the holding time had expired and took care of it right away. She didn't walk past the problem. So, how'd you do? Did you spot all those points the first time? Of course, our team displayed other good techniques too. If you noticed them, good for you. Keep those in mind because they may be covered later. Now, let's watch our team in action again.
Hi, may I take your order?
Here you go. That's 82 cents.
Here's your order. Thank you. Come again, sir.
Come again.
$1.59 is your change.
Anita, could you get some lobby trays, please, as long as you don't have a customer?
Sure, Jen.
Thank you.
One is 5. Thank you very much, and please come again, sir. Hi, may I take your order?
Yeah. This is to go.
Okay.
Okay, I need 4 large Cokes, 2 Big Macs, 2 quarter pounders with cheese, 1 hamburger, and 4 large fries. That's all.
Okay, your total is $12.62.
Aye. May I take your order?
I've got the max and need 2 quarter pounders with cheese and a hamburger.
Your change is 60 cents. Here you are. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Come again soon. Have a nice day.
Here you go, Sarah.
Oh, thanks a lot, Anita.
Sure.
Okay, just as before, let's review some of the key techniques. Restocking during low volume periods is an important secondary responsibility and part of keeping on top of the job. Here, Sarah is restocking milk, but she stays alert to help customers. She knows that the customer is her primary responsibility. And when a customer does appear, she gets to her key station first, ready to take the order. She displays good customer awareness. Meanwhile, Anita is preparing trays in the back. She's careful to turn all the liners in the same direction. Well, that means no wasted time or guesswork in presenting a tray to a customer. And that means faster service. You can tell Dave is familiar with this key station. He uses it with speed and confidence, using both hands to enter orders so he doesn't waste time. He's also practiced memorizing orders.
I've got the max and need 2 quarter pounders with cheese and a hamburger.
This reduces trips back to the key station and increases his speed. Let's get back to the action.
Hi, may I take your order?
Yes, can I have a fillet of fish, a regular fry, and a medium Coke?
Would you like a hot apple pie with that?
No, thanks.
Is that for here?
To go.
Okay, your total is $2.29.
Thank you very much.
I need a regular fry, please.
Anita, will you make coffee, please?
Sure, Jen.
Thank you.
Change is 506.
There you go. Your total is $2.29.
5 and 5 makes 10. Thanks so much. Please come again.
71 cents is your change. Will that be for here?
What kind of sauce would you like with this?
Total is $3.39.
David, I'll get your drinks.
Thanks.
All right. Did you notice that Dave chose the right bag so that the order fit nicely, not jammed or crushed inside the bag? He saved time by taking the bag with him as he went to the touch tower. He started the drink, then properly placed the sandwich in the bag, leaving space along the side for the fries, added the fries, then capped the drink. No wasted time or motion here. He filled the entire order in one trip. Dave also double folded the bag properly, which keeps the food hot and projects the right image to our customers. So far, so good. Let's go back to the front counter.
Take your order, ma'am? Yes, one fillet of this, one caffeinated coffee black.
Good afternoon. May I take your order, please?
Sure, I'd like a cheeseburger, fries, and a medium Coke.
Is that a large fry?
Sure.
Okay.
Need a regular
This is for
fry,
here.
please,
Yeah. That'll be $2.12. Can I have a large fry, Helen?
Okay.
Thank you, Helen.
Excuse me, can I change that drink to go instead?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
46 is your change. 3, 4, and 1 makes 5. Thank you very much, and please come again. You know, if you'd like to have a seat, I can have our hostess bring your food out to you.
Oh, thank you. That would be very
Sure.
nice.
Carrie?
There you are. That'll be 73 cents, please. Out of 5.
Can I take your order?
Your change is $4.27.
A large fry?
Here you are. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And thanks very much. Please come back soon. Oh, Janice?
Yes.
When you get a chance, I'll be needing some dimes and quarters, please.
Oh, sure. I'll get them for you now.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Johnson. Nice to see you today.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Billy.
Hi.
What can I get for you today?
Yes, Billy wants the cheeseburger Happy Meal with the milk, and I'll have the 6-piece McNuggets with the barbecue sauce and a medium Diet Coke.
And those large fries? No.
Is that for here?
Yes.
Here's a large fry.
Yes, a 9-piece nugget.
Are you hungry, Billy?
Yeah.
Here's your order. That'll be 401, please. Out of 425. And your change is 24 cents. That's 25. Thank you very much, Mrs. Johnson. Come again soon.
Bye now.
Bye-bye, Billy.
Spot anything new? Well, one thing you might have noticed is a secondary responsibility. Anita had a slow moment to restock the bags under the counter. Did you notice how she fanned the bags? This prevents them from sticking together and results in faster service. In addition, she showed the right attitude when her customer changed her mind and decided to make the order to go.
Excuse me, can I change that drink to go instead?
Sure.
Dave earned high marks too, by alertly recognizing his customer's special needs and suggesting some help.
3, 4, and 1 makes 5. Thank you very much, and please come again. You know, if you'd like to have a seat, I can have our hostess bring your food out to you.
Sarah showed foresight in anticipating a shortage of change and reduced the chance of a delay later on. How about the way she called Mrs. Johnson and her son by name? Now that's personalized service.
Mrs. Johnson, nice to see you today.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Billy.
Hi.
If you recognize the same customer visiting the restaurant often, get to know them. Make them feel that you look forward to seeing them. They'll appreciate it and look forward to seeing you, too. Finally, Sarah is a master of planning her assembly route. She knew where the Happy Meal boxes were with the premiums in them and had them ready to go. So, when the order came in, she got the tray, started the drink, then got the milk and chicken McNuggets. Then she took the box and got the cheeseburger and fries for the Happy Meal. Picking up the drink on the way back. She couldn't have done it any better. Let's get back to the action.
Here's your order, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Come back again.
Okay. That'll be 2 weeks.
Cheeseburger,
Two regular fry, please.
medium Coke, and 2 milk.
Thank you, Helen.
Sure, that'll be fine.
Here's your order, sir. Thank you very much, and come back again and see us soon.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
5 cents. I got that, Dave. Thanks a lot, Bob.
I need a large fry, please.
Here you go, Candace.
Hi, may I take your order?
Yeah, I'd like a quarter pounder with cheese. But could I get that with no ketchup?
Sure, no ketchup? No problem.
Great. And a large fry and a large Coke.
Would you like...
Sure, I'll try one.
Hi, how are you?
Is that for here?
Yeah.
Your total's $367. Would you like your drink while we prepare your special order?
That'd be fine.
Candy grill order coming.
Now, how would you handle a special request? Well, Sarah let her customer know that she was glad to help satisfy the customer's special tastes.
May I take your order?
Yeah, I'd like a quarter pounder with cheese. But could I get that with no ketchup?
Sure, no ketchup?
She also made a point of alerting the production caller that a grill order was coming through. Not only did it ensure a quick turnaround, but it communicated to the customer that her special request was getting special attention.
Candy grill order coming.
Let's get back to the action.
Here's your refill. Thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hello, sir. May I help you?
Can I have a box of chocolate chip cookies and a milk?
You sure can. Is that to eat here?
Yeah.
Your total will be 90 cents.
Okay.
I'll get your order.
Your total is $3.15 out of 5. The change is $1.85. $85 makes 4, 1 makes 5. Thanks a lot for coming in and see us. Hi, how are you today, sir? May I take your order?
Large Coke, large fry.
I hope you enjoy it. Come back soon.
Let me to the dining room.
Yes, I can be here.
In this last bit of action, Sarah waited on McDonald's most important customer. Who? You're looking at him. Though he's barely able to see over the counter, he's 10 feet tall when it comes to our present and future business. So treat him accordingly.
Well, hello, sir. May I take your order?
Can I have a box of chocolate chip cookies?
With all the courtesy and respect you would an adult. Well, that about does it for specific techniques. How'd you do at spotting them? Now let's take a look at a few general tips on improving speed and quality of service. One way to increase the speed of service is to keep on top of secondary responsibilities when the volume of business is low. That includes everything from restocking milk and creamers to cups and pies. It means having a towel ready by your station to clean up spills. It means retrieving lobby trays. Another area to work on is teamwork. No matter how well you work individually, the speed of your service is largely determined by how well you work as part of a team. Quality of service is a little harder to define. In talking about it, the first word that comes to mind is personality, the one you bring to the job. Use your personality to personalize your service. Vary your greetings.
Hello, sir. How are you today? May I take your order?
Sure.
Display a helpful, friendly attitude. Maintain eye contact when talking with customers. Also, be alert to the needs of your customers and gladly handle any requests that they might have. That includes anything from a grill order to changing their mind. And finally, show that special touch, that extra care in everything you do, even down to cradling hamburgers and cheeseburgers to avoid pressing in the crowd, and picking up fries from the side rather than over the top. All of which makes a difference in the quality of service and the customer's impression of McDonald's. Remember, it's blazing fast service and quality service, topped off with your own personal best, that keeps our customers coming back again and again. And when you stay on top of those secondary responsibilities, and we all work together as a team, there's no other quick service restaurant that can keep up with us.
Here's your order.
Hi, may I take your order?
Hi there. Welcome to the restaurant. And welcome to the team. I'm sure you've spent some time on this side of the counter. It's easy to be a customer. But now you're seeing McDonald's from the other side of the counter. And things will start to move fast, and you wonder whether you're doing everything right. Believe me, I've been there. You're not alone. That's the key. You're not alone. Your coworkers will be helping you out. You'll see. The world behind the counter will become easier. And meeting customers can be fun.
Hi, can I help you? Yeah, 2 large coffees, black, and a Suntime. That's it.
Hi, Lorraine. You?
It's me.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
When I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is fall out of bed and jump into my car, and I head over to McDonald's for my cup of coffee and my morning paper.
If Lorraine's not here, we want to know where Lorraine is at.
Right.
And believe me, the next time we see Lorraine, we be like,
ask her.
Lorraine, where you been?
The people at McDonald's are like my friends. I mean, there's a joke. We spend time. How's your husband? How's your wife? How's the kids?
Oh, I've been on vacation. You know you have to get our permission to go on vacation. And she don't like us to take vacations either. Where you been?
Hey, haven't seen you around in a while. What you been up to?
I got up late. The whole restaurant knows I'm there. The whole restaurant knows I'm there.
We know the order before they even order it and have it sitting out ready for them.
So we just have it all ready for them, hot, fast.
If you receive good service, you remember it. If you receive bad service, you remember it even more. So when I'm getting good service, it's a pleasant experience, and you end the day up with a smile.
I love dealing with the customer, and it make me, I can come here sometimes and be real frustrated. When I get there with the customer, it make me feel real good.
Satisfying the customer makes me feel real good. It makes me feel that I know I did my job right and that I got everything for them completely satisfied, knowing that I had a smile on my face, showing them how good I can be. It makes me feel real proud.
I had a couple ladies that came in and said to me, I was feeling pretty bad, but after I got through talking to you, I feel better now.
I do this. Hi.
$1.95.
Oh, thank you. The morning it sets the stage for the rest of the day. So when I go to McDonald's and I get my coffee and my paper and I'm receiving a smile and just a little bit of conversation. Hi.
Hey, lady.
How are you? Thank you. And when I miss it. I really feel like something's not right. The day hasn't started the way it's supposed to be. So I really go to start off my day, and it's been like a ritual for the past 3 years.
It's really amazing how people have such strong feelings for McDonald's, both customers and employees. It's something that the customer can depend on all around the world. And for us, it's a great feeling knowing we're working together and doing our best.
I think that the customers come back because there's something more to this restaurant and maybe this corporation itself, but specifically this restaurant. They come back because there's more here than just a business.
You keep coming back because they treat you real good, with a nice smile,
It makes a big difference when you're treated with
little respect, a little kindness, you know.
My regular customers, it's like as soon as I see them coming, I can see them out the window. I got their coffee ready, and it's already on the tray, and they like that. Morning. ¿Cómo está? Bien, bien. Bien, bien fría. ¿Tienen frío?
We get to know them, what they like, how they like their food, and everything they want.
What it really comes down to is if they ask that you don't put any pickles on it, you don't put any pickles on it. That really makes them happy.
In the morning, when as soon as they open up the doors, here comes a group of older people, and then the older ladies too.
You have a lot of senior citizens that sit right there and over there, and they're the nicest people you want to meet.
And they know each other, they know us, and they get to meet the other people, the new people that starts here working. Right away they like them right away. They start talking to them, and the new people that starts here, they get real comfortable too.
My first week was kind of fun here. I mean, learning all these new things, what it's like behind the McDonald's. I've been here before, I just never knew how it worked.
My first week here was absolutely horrendous. I was completely unprepared for it.
I was pretty overwhelmed at first when we got busy.
Everybody was helping me. Every time I made a mistake, they were very patient with me, and they would say to me, don't worry, you'll get better. This is very easy. Just don't worry, just keep on.
It's a good job working at McDonald's, actually. I mean, it's not too hard of a job. You learn quickly. If you do a good job, it's perfect.
And don't give up. People are patient. People are very patient with you in the beginning.
As difficult as things were for me when I started, I found that within a very short period of time, I was doing very well, and I was asked by the store manager if I would like to begin the steps of being promoted. I thought about it, and I didn't want to do it. And time went by, and I began to reevaluate what I wanted to do. And when the subject came up again, I decided that I would give it a second chance, and I did. And they really take it step by step with you so that at no point do you feel like you're being pushed into something at all. You can always go back, or you can always stay where you are just long enough to really feel secure.
When you work at a McDonald's, you're trying to be as fast as you can, and that's fun.
When you work in the grill, you begin to feel, especially when you work there for a long time, you begin to feel as though that's the most important station, and as though every other station depends on you. And to a sense, that's true, but coming to work at the front counter, you get the same feeling, and it's just as true.
Everybody's like, we're doing our own work at certain times, but at other times other people need help.
Not only you're taking an order for you, the person that you have in front, but you also listening to the one right next to you or the one to the other side.
I feel that there's really nothing as important as teamwork and as relying on other people and making sure that you can be relied on by other people. You really have to be very quick and very willing to serve the public.
When I'm dealing with the customers, I gotta give them the best.
That's the way that we would want to be treated when we go to a place like McDonald's. And so we should extend the same niceties to our customers.
The service is good. You know, what more can you ask for? Worth every penny of it.
You know, before I started working here, I always wondered how they did this. Actually, I've learned quite a lot since I started working for McDonald's. The training is great, and it helps you prepare for the unexpected.
I gotta tell Ronald McDonald if he wants to come, okay? Okay, let me beep on him. Hi, Ronald. Are you coming to E.T.'s birthday?
On April 29th, Randy was taking her first field trip, and they were going to a farm right in Lusby, just a few minutes away, and I was pregnant at the time. I wasn't feeling very well, so I stayed home, and I trusted her teacher to care for her during the field trip. After the farm, everybody went to McDonald's to eat, And they went to the Leonardtown McDonald's because it has the largest play area.
I did notice one little girl sitting at a table, and she was singing. She was just by herself, and I looked around. There were a few other mothers here that day with their children. I didn't see that they were together at that point, but I had my eye on this little girl.
So I showed up at the community center. All the children got off of the bus. The teacher got off the bus, looked at me, then she boarded the bus again and talked to the other teacher. In the meantime, I'm getting worried.
One of the other ladies, a customer, you know, she was concerned too. She had noticed the little girl, and both of us were at the point of, okay, she could have been on that bus.
So I went out there to check on her, and I asked her, and she told me, she says, well, they left me. The bus left me, she said.
When Mary brought the Randy back, I wanted Beverly, you know, she has a child of her own and she's expecting herself. So, you know, she kind of like took over.
I didn't want to leave her. When I noticed that, you know, she was left here, I didn't want to leave her. I didn't want to go back and start working in drive-thru again or go back on front line. I wanted to stay with her until her mother got here, until the bus came back or whatever was going to happen.
All kinds of horrible things were running through my mind. I was sick to my stomach. I'm speeding. I mean, I must have been running 80 miles an hour down the road.
And she said, well, my mommy's having a baby. And I went, oh dear, mommy's having a baby.
But I can't even explain the emotions and the thoughts going through my mind, just terrible, terrible thoughts. So when I arrived and I saw, well, the lady just came to me immediately. The first thing, she's like, Tammy, you know, are you Randy's mom? I was like, yes, I am. And she said, the first thing she said, Randy is safe.
And she's like, I was going to come today. She's like, I was going to be with her. She's like, but the reason I didn't, because I'm 8 months pregnant and I'm having contractions.
And she says, I'm worried about you. Let's get you something to drink and let's get you sitting down and calm you down.
I was like, well, how am I going to find out if this is really the mother or not? And then when they both saw each other, she started crying, and she's like, Mommy, Mommy.
Randy came running to me when she saw me, and she was like, oh, Mommy, there you are. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go play with the McDonald's ladies. Bye.
We knew that woman, when she walked in that door, was that child's mother. There was just, I mean, it was like you could see the connection, you know, and what a relief. What a relief. I mean, I think afterwards we all just sat down and went,
These people decided to think the problem out and do what's going to be in the best interest of our child rather than for them.
The idea that this child is here and she's alone, if we don't do something, and if we don't do the right thing, but we did.
Even though it was a tragedy to me and her dad, to her, she never even realized there was a problem because of the way that these people handled this situation. They really took care of us. They opened up their hearts. It's not just like how the world is today, how people usually act. They just really went out of their way. They really did.
You get the feeling that this isn't just a restaurant. It has its own personality, and no 2 days are alike. Granted, you will do some of the same tasks over and over again. That's part of the job. But McDonald's is a learning experience that provides a lot of opportunities.
Beautiful downtown Chicago. Now you're on Wacker Drive.
Right down the street from the Sears Tower, across the street from the Chicago Lyric Opera House.
It's very, very busy down here. You get people from all over Illinois that come to work downtown Chicago. It happens to be one of the most frequent visited McDonald's because of the location.
We've been coming here ever since the grand opening.
It was a lot of exciting things going on for the whole week.
Ronald McDonald was here. Andy was here.
The grand opening was great. It went well. I think everybody is happy. McDonald's is right here, right across the street from the jobs. We've been open now for like 2 months. And I was so excited, you know,
just really excited because I never started at a new restaurant before.
I used to work at McDonald's a long time ago when I was in high school, and it was one of my extracurricular jobs that I had, and I worked there. And I used to come in at 5 o'clock in the morning and make those sunrise biscuits.
When I first started at McDonald's, I was very nervous.
Sometimes I can tell if they're new, being an employee, that if they have to look at the value meals, if they don't know them by heart.
I would get scared. And like when I get scared, it's like I mess up and everything. But they be like, just calm down, take it easy, everything will be okay. And so from that point on, I was fine.
I got to do like the front and back. So it wasn't just I learned the front and just could never help out in the back. And that was one thing about working at McDonald's. You have to be an asset to help everybody back and front.
I've been working for McDonald's for about 4 days. And the past 4 days have been pretty quick and amusing. You meet a lot of different people.
D'Angelo is doing great. He started work about 3 days ago. He was on the register in 2 days because Shirley had taught him. Taught him very well.
Well, it's like teamwork. It's like you all move together.
You have to start from somewhere. McDonald's is an excellent place to start.
As long as you put your mind to it, you should be able to do anything. And working here, hopefully I can become something like maybe a manager one day or a crew trainer.
I became team leader, but I was a crew leader. So it was like an advancement thing. I really love working at McDonald's.
When the rush hour comes, you're completely busy. It's like you're in a zone, you're completely working. Before you look around and look at the clock, oh man, a few hours have passed up.
I have good time working with my customers, but I have a lot of fun with my what you call them, co-workers? Yeah. Yeah, with my co-workers because they makes the day go fast.
It's cool to see different faces. That's what I like really about the job. Different faces. Tell everybody, how okay, welcome to McDonald's. Hope you enjoy your meal, come back again. And they smile when they leave.
I would have to say that McDonald's, working there, gave me that person-to-person customer relation, and that's the same thing I do now with my job. I deal with customers all the time, and even though I'm over the phone, I remember when I used to do it face-to-face.
Actually, my fiance worked at McDonald's. He worked at one for quite a while. He knows how to cook finally. He cooks and he cleans, so I guess you can basically say he's learned a lot.
You never know what could happen. All you just got to do is try to succeed. Try to be the best you can be. And that's
it. My shift is up. Gotta go. And don't worry, you're gonna do just fine. McDonald's is a great place to work. See you around.
There are many arenas in the world of sport, many proving grounds, some flashy and dramatic, some filled with raw power, some graceful. But few can match the intensity, teamwork, and explosive energy of a relay. Few other sporting events can equal the absolute interdependence one team member has for another. Every runner counts on the best performance from his teammates. And when one wins, everybody wins. You may not have thought of it before, but those of us on the McDonald's team share the same spirit of teamwork. On our team, we have people who produce all the food we sell. They do their best. Then they pass the quality along to the food processors, who prepare each food product according to McDonald's rigid specifications. Our processors are carefully chosen and share our commitment to quality. Once they're satisfied they have done their best, They pass the quality on to the food distributors, who store, handle, and transport all food products under exacting conditions, and pass the quality on to us. The store is the last member of the team to handle the product, so it has to make sure to maintain the quality before it is passed on to the customers. You know, there are a lot of people depending on the store to do its job right, and the most important responsibility is to see the customers receive the best possible quality. They do that by receiving, storing, and handling the product properly. During the next few minutes, we're going to see how it's done as we look in on a McDonald's crew person as he goes through the receiving of product with his manager.
So you can see why this is important. The product must be right when it's delivered, or the customer won't get good quality product.
Well, I'm ready to go. What do we do first?
Well, step one is a visual inspection to make sure that the carton is in good condition and not damaged.
Do we have to check every one?
Every one. It really doesn't take long once you catch on. Now remember, we're on the lookout for cartons that may have been mishandled in some way.
What can case damage like that do to the product on the inside?
Since most of our deliveries are frozen, when a box is dropped on a corner, it can cause a chain reaction that can damage all the product on the inside, like this. Now, all our product needs careful handling, but we have to be especially careful with some.
Like which ones, for instance?
Well, like fries. When they're frozen, they're really delicate and fragile. Now, what do you think would happen if we used this box?
Well, we just wouldn't be giving our customers the kind of fries they deserve.
In fact, did you know that if you drop a fry case from waist height, you get 10 less servings per box? And substandard product can even affect crew morale.
How?
Substandard product is hard to handle, and it never produces a good quality finished product.
You know, I never thought of it like that before. This carton is going back on the truck. We'll get credit for it, won't we?
Your receiving ticket should list everything in the shipment. Just make a note of anything you reject, and we'll get credit for it.
Okay. Well, if all the boxes look good from the outside, then what?
Well, the next step is to check the use before date, like this one here. All our national suppliers put one on every carton, usually in the upper left-hand corner. Now, when the product on the inside reaches this date, it can no longer be used.
I get it. You want to keep the use before date as far away from today's date as possible.
But to really ensure product quality, we need to check the product on the inside of some of the cartons as well. Now, for our check, we'll open 2 boxes from each product category.
Wait a minute. With a code date on the outside, why do we have to do a check on the inside?
Well, once in a while, a product will accidentally thaw and then be refrozen again. Now, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's pretty easy to spot. A refrozen product will usually have ice crystals and will usually be stuck together. Let's open this box.
These beef patties look pretty good to me. They're all frozen solid. They don't stick together. None of them are broken. And all the portions are the same shape. And there are no ice crystals.
If this other box of patties that we open is okay, we'll accept the product.
Look okay to me.
Now let's each check a box of sausage and then we'll check some pies.
Okay. Product should not stick together. No ice crystals. Uniform size and shape. The box should be full. I think we have a problem here. It's definitely stuck together, and there are ice crystals all over it.
Mike, I forgot to tell you, sausage is the only exception to the rule. It's supposed to be like that when it comes in because a different freezing process is used, and sausage is cooked from a thawed state. Let's check some pies. Now we'll test them.
Test them?
Pies have to be frozen solid all the time. Take one out of the box and squeeze it. If it's soft, reject the box.
This box is good.
Good. Let's check in the rest of this order, make sure it's stored properly, and then I'll show you how to check in the refrigerated products. Now the rules here are pretty much the same. Why don't you grab a box of lettuce? We check the carton to make sure it's not damaged in any way. We check the code date to make sure all the product can be used in time, and we open 2 boxes from each different product group. Now we're going to be checking for freshness. Now the water content on the inside of the bag is very important. So when you take the bag out of the box, tilt it so that one corner points down and check for water. Now normally there should be very little. If you see water, there should be no more than 3 ounces per bag. Any more water than that, and you won't be getting quality lettuce. Now that's not very much, so if you have any doubts, measure it. Now this one looks good, almost no water. This is the way lettuce should look. Fresh, green, crisp, no brown spots. Now why don't you grab a box of onions? Now we check onions in the same way. First we check for water content. This one looks good. Now, these onions are perfect. White, fresh, and there's no sourness.
How about product like shaken Sunday mix that come in sealed containers? If we can't open them up, how do we know they're okay?
Good point, Mike. Why don't you bring out a box? Now the code date, the package temperature, and the seal are our checkpoints. See, today's date is the 4th. This code date is the 11th. There must be 6 days remaining before the code date. If not, we can't accept it. This one checks out. Next, we check the seal to make sure that it's good. This. Then we feel the product to make sure that it's cold.
Feels pretty cold to me. Is that all there is to it?
That's it. Except every now and then, weigh a package just to make sure that it's right. Now the final product check is buns. They're the foundation of every sandwich we sell. Now the check here is 2 dozen of each type.
What do we look for?
It's pretty simple. Look for code date, uniform color and shape, even seed distribution, no excess flour, and that they're soft and fresh. Now fresh buns only have a 5-day shelf life. And buns are pretty important because they're going to hold the world's most popular sandwiches. I always check my delivery carefully because once I sign for it, it's mine. Well, Mike, that's all there is to it. Think you've got it?
I think so. First, visual check. Second, check the code dates. Third, open 2 sample boxes per product, per shipment, and check for product appearance, no ice crystals, and make sure that the product doesn't stick together.
Except for sausage?
That's right, I forgot. And for refrigerated products, check for freshness and code dates.
Well, do we accept the product?
We'll take it.
Your change is $1.25. Thank you. Come again. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I help you, please? Hi. Yeah, I'll have a 6-piece McNugget, a large order of fries, and a medium Coke.
And I'd like a quarter pounder, a medium Coke, and a large order of fries.
Any dessert with that? Oh, no thanks. Is that for here or to go?
For here.
Your total is $4.99. Well, Dave, how do you think you're gonna like it here at State?
Oh, I think I'm gonna like it just fine. You know, once I figure out where everything is and all. I don't know how they do it, but I think McDonald's makes the best fries in the world.
Well, I know how they do it.
I wonder if there's a category in the Guinness Book of Records for the most fries eaten by a first-year college student. If they did, I'd win hands down. What did you say?
I said I know how they do it.
What are you, a potato major or something?
Not exactly, but potatoes are real important to me.
This is getting really weird.
No, let me put it another way. My parents are in the potato business. They grow potatoes, about 1,000 acres of them.
1,000 acres? Wow.
Most of them get to be McDonald's fries. Maybe we even grew the ones you're eating.
You're kidding.
Do you want to know why McDonald's fries are the best? Because they're picky. And did you know that McDonald's buys more potatoes than anybody else in the world?
Hey, is that in the Guinness Book of Records?
I don't know, Dave, but I do know this. When you buy the most, you get the best.
Makes sense. What does your dad do with them after he, picks them?
Well, they're harvested, usually in late August or September. And then they're taken to a processor who's set up with all kinds of fancy machinery to do only one thing: process millions of pounds of potatoes into perfect fries. I used to go there all the time. You want to know how they do it?
Yeah.
Well, after the potatoes are picked, They're brought in from the field in trucks that have special conveyors built in the bottom that gently unload them one section at a time to another conveyor that takes them into the incoming storage area. Here, literally millions of potatoes begin their trip through the plant. In the early processing steps, the potatoes are moved from place to place with powerful streams of water. As the water moves the potatoes, it cleans the outside at the same time. When they're clean, high-pressure steam removes the skins, and they are brushed with a special machine until the outsides are smooth and white. Then they move past a team of carefully trained inspectors who sort out any potatoes that don't quite measure up to quality standards. Every single potato that comes into this place passes in front of these people. When they're satisfied that the quality is just right, they move to the slicer. A high speed of stream water forces the potatoes through razor-sharp cutters that slice each potato into lots of fries. Then shaker tables that have special holes on top shake the potatoes till the smaller ones fall through. Only the potatoes that measure up get to be McDonald's fries. Quality control inspectors continuously check a sampling of cut fries to make sure that they are proper size, shape, and weight. Then, immediately after the fries are cut and sized, they're blanched to seal in the flavor. After blanching, the fries are put in the shortening 2 more times and then flash frozen. After freezing, a very important change takes place. The fries, which were once very durable, become extremely fragile. Once they are frozen solid, they're packaged and readied for shipment. In the packaging line, automated equipment weighs each package to ensure proper weight. If the package is even a few fries short, it's singled out so the packer can add more. Then the packaged fries are put in special freezer-equipped trucks or rail cars and sent to stores everywhere. Did you know that the McDonald's fry is one of the most popular foods in the world?
Well, I didn't know it, but I believe it. That's really something. I never thought it took so many people to make fries. Oh, wait a second, I got it. There's more to a fry than meets the eye. Not bad, huh?
Not bad. Dave, if we're gonna make that game, we better get moving. Well, looks like they just stocked up for your world record attempt.
You got it, Ted. That's all there is to it. Now make a note of these benefits. Benefit 1. When product is stored properly, all the freshness and wholesomeness of that product gets to the customer, and that produces a satisfied customer. Now, benefit 2, profit. Profit is maximized because more servings result from a properly stored product. And benefit 3, easier preparation.
Easier preparation? How do you figure that?
Improper storage can affect the size, weight, and texture of most any product. As you know, Chris, all of our cooking times and procedures are based on uniformity. If a product isn't at standard, it won't cook or taste right. And believe it or not, sometimes even crew morale can be affected by improper storage.
How can that happen?
I think I know what you're talking about. I started out on the grill, and I remember once that I used some beef patties that looked like they'd been thawed and refrozen. When I tried to lay them on the grill, they all stuck together. It just didn't turn out right. Believe me, that never happened again.
And you know, Ted, that same kind of thing could happen to any product on our menu. Okay, when it comes to storage, there are 4 basic rules that apply no matter what product we're storing. Organization. It's important to arrange stock so that the oldest product gets used first. Neatness. Now, neatness counts for 2 reasons. 1, so we can find things when we need them, and 2, some storage areas, like the refrigerator and the freezer, need the boxes stacked carefully so the cold air can circulate all around them. Identification. Store all boxes upright so the labels are easy to read. And finally, sanitation. Now, it's extremely important that we keep the food storage areas clean. Well, tomorrow afternoon we'll be getting in another shipment, so you get a chance to practice for real then. Okay, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, how important?
One of the store's most critical storage areas is the freezer. Now, do you remember the 4 important points from yesterday's meeting about freezer storage?
Yes, I think so. Neatness, organization, identification, and sanitation.
Right, Ted. If product isn't stored according to these guidelines, it may not stay frozen, and it might be a little more difficult to find.
But what would happen, say, if the power went out for 24 hours?
Now, if that should happen, moisture from the inside of the product would move to the outside and be lost. We couldn't cook it right, and it wouldn't taste right.
So I imagine we have to be careful about opening and closing the door.
Right, Ted. That's why when we load product into the freezer, we keep it cold by using this little loading door over here so we can keep the big one closed. And remember, always keep the freezer on. Now, Chris, what's the first thing you notice on the inside?
Well, the power's definitely on, because it sure is cold in here.
I mean, other than that.
Well, all the rules seem to be followed. The product's organized. Everything seems to be stacked neatly. The freezer's clean, and I can read all the code dates on the products.
The product looks good in here. It's stacked right, and it'll stay frozen. And notice that the ones with the use before date, closest to today's date, can be taken out first.
Sort of, first in, first out?
You got it. That way the product always keeps rotating. And notice that all boxes are on skids off the floor, and stacks are separated from the freezer wall by 2 inches. That's so cold air can move all around them. One more thing. Nothing should be stacked closer than 2 feet to the evaporator fan opening. Let's finish our conversation on the outside. What do you say?
Good idea.
Does it matter where we stack the product?
Oh, it sure does, Chris. Do you remember the 3 product classifications we talked about in our meeting yesterday?
Oh, yes, I remember. All McDonald's frozen product is divided into 3 areas. Minor critical, major critical, and super critical.
Right. The products in those 3 categories should be stored in 3 different parts of the freezer. Well, let me show you what I mean. Chris, what products are minor critical?
Frozen juices, sausage, Danish, buns, muffins, birthday cakes, and butter.
Those are all products that we can store near the freezer door if space becomes a problem. Now, how about some major critical product?
McNuggets, fillet of fish, beef patties, fries, and hash browns.
Major critical products should be stored away from the freezer door. And finally, the supercritical product?
The manual says the supercritical product should be kept in the coldest part of the freezer. What part is that?
The coldest part is always the furthest from the door and the evaporator. And the product that gets that special treatment is?
Pies.
Right, Ted. They have to be frozen solid at all times. Remember the squeeze test? If they're allowed to thaw even a little, they're no good. Well, that's about it for the freezer. It may sound like a lot, but you'll catch on in no time.
What about products that are stored in the walk-in? What do we do there?
A lot of the same rules hold true. Good organization, neatness, make sure all products are stored in covered containers, and good sanitation.
And check the code dates, so the product can be rotated properly.
If you ever have any questions, the O&T manual has it all spelled out for you. Well, Ted, do you think you have it?
I think so. Neatness, organization, sanitation, and upright labels. Use the small loading door when possible. Stack all cases on skids. Allow 2 inches between each stack for proper air circulation. And keep everything 2 feet away from the blower opening.
You've been paying attention. Now, before we leave this area of storage, there's one final step we should touch on.
What's that?
The handling of product just prior to final preparation. I'll go get my manual and I'll meet you in the crew room.
I'll tell you, Ted, there sure seems to be a lot to learn.
Well, it seems like a lot at first, Chris, but like she said, we'll catch on in no time. And if any questions come up, the O&T has the answers.
Okay, let's check the O&T manual for some product handling do's and don'ts. Let's see, beef patties. Okay, now they're a major critical product.
That means they have to be stored away from the freezer door.
Right. Now here are some do's and don'ts. Do store delivered patties in the freezer. Do open only 1 case at a time. Don't allow patties to thaw and refreeze. And don't leave open cases in the walk-in. Okay, let's look at another one. Buns. Now, since buns are such an important part of so many of our products, we have to make sure they stay fresh. Now, here are some do's and don'ts right out of the book. Do store pillow packs in the warmest part of the kitchen. Do observe 5-day shelf life. Do rotate stock daily. And do keep the pillow packs closed as much as possible. And now for some don'ts. Don't refrigerate buns. Don't serve buns with excessive flour. Don't serve buns that are not caramelized properly. And don't serve buns that are improperly shaped. Now finally, let's look at the most fragile product on our menu, fries. Now do store in the freezer. Do use extreme caution in handling at all times. Do observe holding times of 2.5 hours after removal from freezer. Don't refreeze thawed product. Don't refrigerate baskets of fries. Don't use frozen fries, which are clumped together. And don't drop, crush, or damage fry bag. Now, those are just a few of the do's and don'ts relating to some of our products. If you ever have any questions,
check the ONT manual for answers.
Right. As you become more familiar with McDonald's delivery, storage, and product handling procedures and systems, you'll find that they really do work to help you produce a high-quality product.
You know, it feels good to be on a winning team that really cares about quality. I guess there's only one thing to do.
What's that?
Pass it on.
Well, partner, so you think you're pretty good. Well, are you ready for this challenge? I've been waiting a long time to tell you about this. For a short time, McDonald's are introducing a new breakfast item, the Western Omelette McMuffin. And it's your chance to learn something new and have a bit of fun. It's an omelette made with diced green capsicum, ham and onion, served with a slice of cheese on a toasted English muffin. I know what you're thinking. Isn't an omelette supposed to be served on a plate? Not when it's for busy people on the run at breakfast time. I know what else you're thinking. With everything else going on, how am I supposed to make a batch of those? Well, like every new product, there are set procedures.
You'll need 3 special ingredients to make the Western Omelette McMuffin mixture. The omelettes include ham, capsicum, and onion. Well, that's it for pre-cooking. The next step, you'll need eggs, cheese, butter, and muffins.
Did you know breakfast now represents a big part of McDonald's business? Approximately 10% of national sales. That's a lot of muffins, eggs, and sausage. In 1993, McDonald's stores used over 22 million eggs, over 30 million muffins, and 536,537 kilograms of sausage.
All Western omelette ingredients are stored in the walk-in refrigerator. Put on the crowns and present them to the production caller. As always, normal McDonald's clean-as-you-go procedures apply. And remember, the holding time for the Western omelette is 10 minutes, the same as the other McMuffin products. If there's anything you haven't picked up here, there's plenty of information in the usual promotional folder.
And remember, if you still have any questions, just ask. Customers will be coming in looking for the Western Omelette McMuffin real soon. So you'd better be ready for them. Don't forget, Pilgrim, the Western Omelette McMuffin is the greatest tasting thing to come out of the Wild West.
Announcing McDonald's new Western Omelette McMuffin for breakfast. Ham, capsicum, onion, a fresh beaten egg and cheese on a toasted muffin. But be warned, it'll bring out the cowboy in anyone.
Grab a bucket and mop. Scrub the bottom and top. There is nothing so clean as my burger machine. With a broom and a brush, clean it up for the rush. Before you open the door, or to shine on the floor. When we finish one end, start all over again. Tell me, what does it mean? At McDonald's it's clean. You deserve a break today. So get up and get away to McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's.
You've just heard something that nobody outside of McDonald's has ever heard. The music to a brand new McDonald's song. That's right. On May 7, 1979, McDonald's will be introducing a new song and a new advertising campaign to the country. And because the strength of this new campaign is you, our crew, we wanted you to know about it and to hear it before anyone else does. After all, you're the reason that nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody else in this whole land. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. You're the reason we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody else has the taste of a Big Mac. Nobody makes 4 hamburgers to keep you coming back. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Everybody always knew it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody makes hamburgers like McDonald's can. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. You're the reason we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. That's a strong statement, but one that's believable. And the best evidence of that is your dedication to QSC&V. Quality, service, cleanliness, and value. Things that have kept people coming back to America's favorite restaurant for almost 25 years. And no one appreciates you more than Ray Kroc, founder and senior chairman of the board of McDonald's. Here he is with a special message just for you.
As you probably know by now, we've got a new theme. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Now, we all know that, but we want to let the customers know it too. A friendly smile from you goes a long way. Without you as the liaison between McDonald's Corporation and the customer, we're dead. You're one of the most important people in the whole corporation, and nobody appreciates that fact more than I do. God bless.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody's cooking better all across the land. Pure, fresh, crisp, hot, that's what we demand. You're the reason we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody else makes it shine the way we do. Nobody
This new song not only reflects everything that McDonald's stands for, but in the coming months, you're going to hear how it reflects the entire spectrum of musical tastes. Like McDonald's, there's a little something for everyone. For instance, if you like disco,
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody, no, nobody else in this whole land. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Everybody always knew it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody. No, nobody. 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 Nobody.
if that made your feet start to dance, then keep 'em loose. Because here's our new campaign rhythm and blues version.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody's cooking for you like McDonald's can. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. You're the reason why we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Ooh, nobody. Ooh, nobody. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner is right on time to try. Top quality, variety that's always close by. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Ooh, you're the reason we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Nobody.
And let's not forget the children who make up such a large part of McDonald's family. With this version, all the McDonald Land characters join in the singing.
Nobody can do it quite like Ronald can.
Nobody else spreads laughter through the land, you know.
He makes it fun, he's always got a joke in hand.
He's Ronald McDonald. Nobody can do it quite like Ronald can.
Nobody else has a sunnier smile. Nobody else has a funnier style.
Come on along, see what he has planned. He's Ronald McDonald. Nobody can do it quite like Ronald can.
Nobody can do it quite like Ronald can. Nobody else makes eating quite so grand.
Hamburgers, fries, and shakes, give him a hand. He's funny, we do it. Nobody can do it quite like Ronald can.
So now you know. A new song and advertising campaign are on the way. And we wouldn't be doing it with such confidence if it hadn't been for you. So thank you. And keep up the good work. And never forget that you're the reason we're telling America.
Nobody can sing a summer song like you. Golden times and warm sunshine,